Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin', yeah.
Please. Por favor.
Did you chop these or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we set this up. Nice. Dude, the light's just hitting that
Yeah.
the fucking
Church? Bank? Banco?
no, the
Should I make you?
no, it's
The Casa Dia?
forget it.
Casa? Can I have it?
Hi everybody, welcome to You Be Trippin'. That's it. I'm with you. What?
One,
Damn it.
nothing, nothing. Oh my God.
Cut all that up, please.
I just gave you a nonverbal. I got you on I waited for this one all weekend to do this. Ready? Nonverbal. I got you on because you're so used to the verbals, just trying to get you, and I went like this. And you got so intense.
Damn, it's recording.
Yeah, I got you.
Fuck.
I got it.
Right on the heels of me trying to get you.
On the heels of you trying to get me, and then I used my special.
You are special.
Superhero.
Yeah, you are special.
Yeah, okay, get angry. It's fine with me. Hey, everybody. Welcome to You Be Trippin'. This is your new host, Robert Kelly, because Ari... All right, settle down there. It's your fucking chica du mage. My guest today is Ari Shaffir, or they like to call him here, where are you from?
You know they have the same letters as we do, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Hola.
You look good, buddy.
You look... Okay.
Okay.
You look like Fidel's retarded son that he never showed the public. No, do not put Ari in front of camera. We will never win the revolution.
I like when you try to use Spanish, but all you do is put English with like a mongoloid drawl.
I do accents.
Which is what you should have been.
Listen, since
Show me one. Show me Southern.
How you doing?
Not bad. Now show me Boston.
The fuck, kid? What are we fucking doing out here? It's fucking 6 in the
Try
morning.
cleaner.
Cleaner? You want a fucking cleaner?
Cleaner.
Cleaner?
PG.
Oh, you want a cleaner? Listen, kid. Here's the thing. I'm out here at 6:30 in the morning, and I gotta.
Great.
I should be in bed.
Done.
For
Great.
the birds.
Great. All right. I said done. Cut. Show me.
Yeah.
Show me Down syndrome. Dude, how's this trip been so far?
Okay. Now I've done some crazy trips.
Mm-hmm.
This one was the best, worst trip I've ever been on.
Worst trip.
But in the best way.
Yeah.
I mean, this trip had everything we didn't want it to have. This trip had everything that we wouldn't have came. If we knew what was going to happen, we would be like, we can't go.
We can't go. Well, power went out in Cuba. Not some. They had power outages. The power went out in Cuba about 2 weeks before we came.
In the country.
And then Val was like, "Hey, guys can't go. Power's out." We're like, "Oh, I'm sure I'll get it back." And I'm like, "How much?" And she's like, "Look it up." And I was like, between 80 and 100%. And it was like, "Oh, not like rolling blackouts. Like, what's the difference between rolling? What's the opposite? Rolling blackout and steady blackout." Sustained blackout.
When I heard about Cuba, but it's so funny because I know we were meant to go on this trip because I came up to you, I was looking for you at the cellar, I found you, and you looked at me, you go, they don't have power. And I go, what are we gonna do? And you go, we gotta pivot. And I go, check.
Pivot. Where did we narrow it down to?
Nicaragua. Nicaragua?
Yeah, and we only said Nicaragua because of the way you like to pronounce it with that drawl.
Whoa,
You were really adamant about that.
Easy.
You're like, I've just felt a lack for the last few years of not being able to say this. But if we go to Nicaragua, then we can do it. I remember you saying that over, and I was like, Bob, come on, Sharad's right in the room.
That is nuts. That is nuts.
Keith's here. Be like, you said Keith can't chase me. That doesn't matter.
Dude, but my Boston accent makes everything sound racist. Keith can't chase me. He can chase me. He just wouldn't
You said
catch me.
Gerard's a problem. You said
Yeah.
Keith is not a problem. You said Gerard would mind it less, but he'd be more of a problem on foot.
Keith wouldn't mind it, but he hangs out with the crew that minds it.
Right. He had to save face in front of Reggie.
Dude, here's the thing. You checked right away, and you said, it's back on.
Panama,
You said
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua?
We said Haiti is a joke.
Or you said Haiti is a joke, because you make those jokes. I don't make those jokes.
You wouldn't even make that joke. You would just go.
Haiti? I wouldn't go to Haiti
Right.
if Dawn's life depended on it. You know? No way.
Yeah. But then we're like, all right, let's see what it is. Because then Val was also like, it's soon. I was like, no, it's like a while from now. And she's like, you're leaving in 5 days. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. And she goes, they currently don't have power.
No, it was Tuesday. We were leaving. We were leaving Monday. Yeah, that's 5 days.
Sunday,
We were leaving Sunday, but yeah.
we went to Miami. We stopped.
But you checked right there at the cellar, and it was like,
They go,
it's back
"Yeah,
on.
it's back on."
And we go, we're good.
Sweet.
Not even.
Repivot.
Here's the thing.
Repivot.
Most people would have been like,
European two-step.
should we think about it? Because they did just lose power, which means for 4 days, that means there's no food, the meat is gone, there's going to be supply demands.
Yeah.
It's going to be chaos there.
Here's what they were saying too. They're like, no, but they're saying the whole system's fucked. And I said, no, but the system's been fucked. They go, it's 40 years out of date. I'm like, all right, but it didn't just break, it's been breaking. So they'll tape it up,
Yeah.
and they'll be fine.
What I found out, because I've been watching so many videos here. I haven't watched any bullshit except for Deadpool 2 during the blackout.
During the blackout.
But hang on one second.
So we did not actually, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. The thing is, they constantly deal with this. They black out this city all the time. They shut the lights off on certain sections, or things go wrong all the time.
It's like being in New York and having them go, the L train is out.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, that happens. Or
Yeah.
more like the 7. Sorry, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it happens all the time here. These people deal with it all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
That they just don't have electricity for a couple days.
Yeah.
And that's it. But you know who does?
Who?
The hotels. The hotels always
Well,
have
they had
electricity.
generators.
They have generators, but they also,
Let's back up.
yeah.
Let's back up.
Oh, we're back up.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
back up.
start with
Hang on.
landing. Bob.
Beep, 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 beep. All right, we're backed up.
You got to take that to Glassman's podcast, bro. That has no place here on this podcast. Take it to Glassman. You're fine. He'll appreciate it.
I mean, it's the same face.
Hey, guys, editors out there, would you mind shipping that off to Glassman? Let him do something with it. Maybe you can use it. Thanks. I'd like to not anything go to waste.
You do not-
Camera
you-
2, camera 1.
You don't have your shoes on, so it is kind of like Glassman's project. What the fuck is it called? Podcast?
Yeah,
Nice talking to
take
you.
your shoes off. Welcome to You Be Trippin', everybody. It's a travel podcast. Every week, me and my guests go to another location, a beautiful place around the world. They take me to a place they've been, and occasionally, rarely, it's a place that I've been with the guest, and that's today. We go to Cuba. It's good looking. Robert has a special out on YouTube yet?
It's on punchup.live.
You ever gonna put it on YouTube?
Yes. When I do my next special, I'm going to put that on Punch Up, and then I'm going to put my other specials. I'm going to try to get 2 specials and put it on YouTube.
Okay.
I should put it on YouTube, huh?
Yeah, it's time.
I'm not, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The Live from the Village Underground
Yeah.
was my favorite special that I've done.
Who owns that?
This last one, I am so fat in it.
Fat.
I mean, not fat. Like, I was fat in Live from the Village Underground, but not obese. It was like I was heavy.
You were pre-fat. You were pre-obese.
This one, I was at my heaviest. I can't look at it.
Do you think you were as fat as Bird is now?
No, I wasn't that fat.
No.
No, I was heavy. I was heavy.
So I get that. You can't look at it. You don't have to look at it. You just let the people look at it.
Yep, you're right.
It is funny that when we did a show in Miami, people were like wait. It's just like, that's not, you're bigger. Like, I just saw a clip of you yesterday and you were massive. Yeah. What's this? So we came in the morning, which I think is a good idea. Cuba, Havana.
Yeah.
We spent the night, instead of coming here straight from New York, like New York, whatever, we were like, no, let's go. Let's spend the night and Sunday. Go Monday morning. We'll get in here.
Well, we had to come to Miami first, anyways.
We could have
had
just
to.
laid over and then gotten here at like 7 p.m. Sunset is at 6:30 right now.
Fuck it.
Here's a podcast called You Know What, Dude, and also a podcast called The Regs,
And I
which
have
is
a
being
podcast.
slowly destroyed by Luis Gomez.
I have a podcast called Bone to Pick.
He's got a podcast
With
called Bone
your
to Pick.
favorite dude you love,
With
Paul
my-
Verzi.
Yeah, I do like Paul. Why do you say it like that?
I didn't say it like that. I said your favorite dude that you love, Paul Verzi.
No, you said it with some sort of
No,
attitude.
that's your own insecurities. You're gonna have to own that one.
Nah,
Why would I say?
I don't know.
I didn't. I said
Okay.
you love Paul Verzi. We talked about you love Paul
I don't know
Verzi.
how that's gonna be. Like this.
Well, fucking, don't do that. Put it in
Yeah.
your other hand.
I mean, like that.
I'll do it too.
Okay.
Just fucking make a directorial fucking choice.
So we came in Monday morning.
No. And
Breeze.
Bonfire. Don't forget Bonfire with Big J. Okerson.
I will forget it.
Why?
I choose to.
I choose not to.
We come in through security, customs. It's a breeze.
Customs was a
Literally
breeze.
no problem at all, and we're in and out in 7.5 minutes, 10 tops,
Yeah, customs was amazing.
and then it looked like a Jewish deli in a hurricane.
Can I give another one?
Yeah.
It looked like Disney World if it was in the projects.
Okay, I got one. It looked like downtown China
Yeah.
at one of those waving cat conventions.
I got one. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
It looked like Cuba.
That'll do. That'll do, pig. Yeah, it was crazy. No line. Just like, come on, just come. It just kind of
Go
moved. When we were, I scoped it out because it went up, around, back, and in. And I was like, no, bypass. Get to this line.
I counted it was 6 lines going into one. And no.
And at some point, you should have pushed.
Can I say something though about these people?
Yeah.
If that was New York, there would have been fights, arguments. Nobody fought.
Because they know they'd be in jail.
People, right. People just let people in. People cut you off. You just took it.
Yeah.
You went the next. You got to kind of muscle your way in.
Yeah.
Even if that it was all these lines going into one and nobody talking to you, nobody directing anybody, these people worked it out.
Yeah.
They worked it out.
They did work it out.
Yeah. Which was pretty amazing. If that was New York, people would have been, oh, she was in front of you. I was in front of you.
Yeah.
The fuck, what do you cut me off? It would have been a chaos. Some yenta would have been like, I'm not, why would you, Henry, he cut me. None of that shit.
Yeah, none of it.
Yeah. I mean, they could have been saying that. I didn't understand anybody.
Hey guys, I'm back in the studio away from Havana. This is a good one. This is a good one. On location. Is this our first one? No, we had another one. Zane Jareski was on location. But never on location in the place we're talking about. And that's Havana. Fucking cool. So, before I go any further, I got to tell you about Bobby Kelly. He's one of the funniest comics working. He crushes. He is a super hard follow. And he had a special called Killbox that was released on louisck.com for only $10, which means none of you saw it. And I have convinced Bobby, because of my listeners here, You Be Trippin, to release his special for free on YouTube. Everybody, go right now to youtube.com/@RobertKellyComedy. And you can watch Killbox for free on YouTube. Subscribe right there. Also subscribe here where you're watching this or listening to it. You Be Trippin. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers. But right now, I'm talking about Bobby Kelly. Right now, I'm talking about Bobby Kelly. Guys, you got to go see Killbox. Go watch it right now. Get it in the algorithm. Leave a comment for him. Do that here too, but definitely leave a comment for Bobby Kelly. Let's get that to 1 million views for a hilarious special. Killbox. It was when he was fat too. So by all means, I know we won't like this. Make as many fat jokes as you want in the comments. I am allowing it. Because that's not even who he is anymore. He's way thinner now. He's also appearing in, here's a quick tour schedule. Kansas City, Batavia, Illinois, Levittown, Philadelphia, Uncasville. What the fuck does he play? Seattle, Tampa Bay, Charlotte, San Diego. Myself, well, I got 2 announcements. One, I got this sweet ass mask in Havana on the last day at an art commune. What are they called? Artists? I don't know. Where a bunch of artists hang out. I got a mask for my Whites wall, so we're gonna put it up. I'm going to put it up in the white swall, everybody. If you don't know what the white swall is, I've been over it. It's what white women do when they want to fetishize other countries and other nations. And I am cool. Cool. How does that look? Not bad at all. Hell yes. Got it from Cuba. Check out my podcast, You Be Trippin', every Monday, sometimes Tuesday. You Be Trippin' Pod. I've also got a special coming out on Netflix, January 14th. You guys are going to love it. It's called America's Sweetheart. Set your calendars in your phones right now. Go, press play, and let it play. That's how the algorithm works on Netflix. You got to watch it all the way through. Just let it play. January 14th. I've also got a tour date, my farewell tour, the only tour of 2025, and the last of 2024, and then nothing else till 2027. So if it's one of these cities I'm about to mention, I will not be coming back to your town till like 2028 or 9, except for Denver and Austin. Austin, that's sold out. Lake Tahoe, December 21st, in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Then Pittsburgh, Providence, Salt Lake City, Brea, Nashville, San Antonio, Tampa, Denver. That's a best of week. That's why I'm coming back. I'll do my next hour next time. Schaumburg, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia at the Tabernacle with Adrian Appalucci opening. And Portland, I think that show is almost sold out if it's not sold out already in Portland. San Jose, Orlando, Dania Beach, which is Fort Lauderdale, Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and finishing, that's in April, those last ones. Finishing off in Anchorage in June. And that's it for me. Farewell. I'm going to go somewhere. To help sabotage my career, as always. All tickets are at arishaffir.com. That's it, guys. I'm excited for my special. Excited for this white swall. Stay tuned for the exit. I have for my money wall, I got some Cuban money that I smuggled out of there. I did not. Well, I'll talk to you later about the smuggling out of the cigars. And let's get back to the episode. What a fun one. Havana with Bobby Kelly returns now. Oh, okay. And one more thing. Guys, I got to delete a lot from this episode. The laws are wild. I'll mention something in the outro, but people have been arrested for 15 years just for talking to YouTube bloggers about being a prostitute or whatever. I don't know all the laws there, so I don't want to risk it. Generally, I'll like delete names of places and just because to protect it against tourism, but like. This one I'm deleting. Just get ready for it. All as many names as I can find, and any places that I think are doing anything even possibly not by the letter of the law in Cuba. So if you're gonna get annoyed, just letting you know, it's so people don't do 15 years in jail for doing something seemingly normal to me. So that's it. Let's get back to the episode of Havana.
So we got picked up. Luckily, we had our. So they have these casas, right?
Which means house?
House, yeah, particular.
Casa particular.
Yeah, you found those.
I did.
Just a way to support the people?
Yeah. You stay with a family inside of the city where we are right now.
It's like an Airbnb-ish.
It's Airbnbs. It's just Airbnb.
Yeah.
But there's nice ones.
B&B.
What?
More like a bed and breakfast. You're not really renting it out. I guess there's some that are just straight. It's on Airbnb, but it's just more like they cook you breakfast if you want.
Yeah.
You see them and their family.
Yeah.
Their
It is
dog.
a B&B, yeah. You're right.
Airbnb's really killed bed and breakfasts. That little...
Bed and breakfasts are uncomfortable in the States. You're sitting there with some fucking middle-aged family that are weird. They don't know how to socialize. You gotta eat ham with them.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
You only do it with, in Vermont and New Hampshire.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate it. And then you gotta share a bathroom and a hallway.
Unless somebody gets married too, and they're like, we're all gonna stay at a B&B. Like, all right. Yeah, you can't come in. They have a curfew.
Yeah, because you can't wake other people up.
Margaret wants to go to sleep.
Yeah. The Airbnb, bed and breakfasts in the state fucking blow. That was in the 1800s, those were good.
Yeah. Lincoln loved B&Bs.
Loved it. He loved cock, too. I don't know if you know
that
that.
looks like the singer last night. The hair. His hairline was weird. It's gray. And let's stay focused.
Yeah, you have fucking crack energy right now.
What we were first, let's just talk about, I don't know.
Okay, we get here. Let me just say something. We get here. Flawless, except for that little line, but not even bad. 20 minutes, maybe, 25.
No check bag?
No check bags, because
You brought stuff to throw out, right?
Yeah.
I did.
I'm throwing everything.
How are you going to throw it out here without them knowing we're throwing out valuable clothes?
I'm giving it to them.
You give it to them.
I'm giving them everything.
I said, hey.
I'm leaving all this.
These valuable clothes are worthless to me, would you like it?
I'm not going to say it that way. I'm going to choose another way. I'm going to be like, hey, do you want these?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to do the. Sometimes you don't have to
Play
say.
it out in their head.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just, hey, look.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Socks, underwear too?
I want to go like this. I want to go.
Socks and underwear?
I'm giving everything.
Why don't we give it to the kids who are always bugging us? It's like, you actually want some fucking clothes?
Mine won't fit.
No. Yours will not. That is true. You don't get this view, but its sun is just slowly coming down that old classic building. The building's here, bro.
Well, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Let's slow down.
You got a ride.
We get the ride.
Cab.
Everything's perfect. We get here, perfect. The guy's waiting for us.
Yeah.
Yes, Ari?
As few names as possible. In fact, cut out any name we say.
I just said guy.
I know.
I don't
was just
know.
like, I was thinking of his name. I'm just like moving forward. It's okay. You can say it. Guys, just cut out every name I say.
I don't know anybody's name.
Okay.
I don't even know your name. Well, I do, but it's Ari. It's 3 letters. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oi to you.
Now we know Jorge too.
Oh, hey.
And we also know Jorge's name.
Yep, nice talking to you. But then we got, everything. We got in here, left our bags. Here's the thing we did that was crazy. We left our bags and we just hit the streets.
Went out into the city.
Not knowing anything.
I was quite nervous coming in. Didn't know what to expect. There's also very little information about Cuba online. When you rely on everything online, there's nothing.
Do you know
on there.
why? The people here can't do interviews about Cuba being dangerous or say anything like that because they'll get arrested and go to jail for 10 years if they say anything about the.
But right, that's why we're bleeping out names. All the vloggers, the travel vloggers, they all peddle in fear. How much it sucks. The one lady was pretty good, but she was telling a story about how she got robbed, pickpocketed.
Yeah.
But what made me feel good was I didn't get any reports of violent crime. And that's more what I'm worried about. I'll lose my money, it's okay.
2000, I watched a video. 2000,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even be robbed here. You just be hassled a little bit for some money.
In the year
That's
2000?
It. 2000. In the last 3 years, it's gotten robberies and stuff because they're desperate. They need money.
Right.
They see you walking around with your fucking camera, your
But they said-
$3,000 camera. They see you walking around with your phone, and they'll take the risk to get it, to sell it, to make some cash.
They also can't import anything.
They
Or
can't.
It's very difficult. So they fix everything.
Oh my God, they fix everything.
They just can't get it in. This embargo's nuts. I don't know anything about it. I don't know enough about it to comment on it. All I know is
I know a lot about
it's keeping people not great.
I know a lot about it.
You watch the video.
I've watched so many videos on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically, it's one guy back in the day. It's rich people going, what the fuck? One poor guy taking
our
rich
stuff.
people's stuff. And they're like, you took our stuff, man. Go fucking kill him. And they tried 600 assassination attempts on Fidel. And he actually went to the bigger bully and was like, you know what, protect me. And he did, which is Russia.
Which is Russia.
And Russia's not really that stable. They fell.
Yeah.
And then,
Give the rundown. I'm going to get coffee.
so basically, back in the day, this place was going to be the new Vegas. It was going to be rich. It was rich. There was billions of American dollars coming in, and these people were making so much. It was one of the wealthiest countries in the world, Cuba. And then what happened was Fidel came in, took over everything for the people, took over all the sugarcane fields, all the coffee, tobacco, and said, this is mine now. When it was owned by American interests, they were like, fuck you. They said to the president, they tried to get them to come in here and take over and kill him. He did a little tiny, the Bay of Pigs. They kind of tried to do it without us getting involved. It didn't work. It screwed us. And then Fidel was like, I need somebody. He went to Russia. They became best pals, considered Fidel as like his son. And, which was our enemy, the Cold War. And then there was the Cuban Missile Crisis, which happened. And they started, we had all kinds of nukes in Turkey aiming right at Russia. Russia was like, we need a place to put stuff 13 miles off the coast of America. He put his missiles here. And then some dude in a sub, they were, they worked it out with a letter. And Russia and America, and thank you. And then, since then, it's...
Okay, edit all that out, please. Thank you.
What?
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
I can't do it.
Damn it. No coffee? No sugar?
Por favor. Gracias. Uno more.
That's not.
Por favor.
He just said one more.
Yeah.
All right, you could use it. Bobby's been really using close to the right word quite a lot here. Quite a lot. Anyway, I was scared, but then I wasn't scared. Walking around the streets, even though it's dingy, the smell of shit, dude. There's smell and look of shit.
It's not smell.
And actual.
It's actual
the smell
shit.
and view and actual of shit.
We hit the ground, though, the first day. Can I be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
Terrified.
Yeah.
I was terrified the whole time. We walked into, I don't know what the neighborhoods here. Outside of, if you look at a map of Cuba, there's yellow areas, which are tourist areas.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that is where they live, the people here live, and it looks terrifying, but it's not.
It's every other building, too, will be this beautiful Baroque, I don't know what that word means, but it feels about right.
I know what it means. Broke. They don't look like they have money.
No, Baroque.
Oh, I thought it's Baroque. It's Jewish. Baroque Tai, Amela, Alomeno, Kalom.
Dude, your Hebrew is like legitimately identical to your Spanish, where you have a couple syllables correct. So if you know what you're trying to say, you do know what you mean. But if you don't, you're like, what?
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
But it's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was terrible.
It's a beautiful building, and then like that one is crazy. Governmental buildings, right next to some it looked like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
You can see the stairwells. You know how it should go into the building.
Yeah.
It's now you can just see through it,
But
and then
people live there.
people live there.
People live there. Yeah.
I wanted to stare in more, but then I didn't feel. It's like this seems wrong.
Guys, if you're like me and you love to ski and break your ankle, wrist, knee, really mess yourself up, the hardest part about that is not getting down the mountain with a broken ankle, which I did, and everyone called me weak. I won't say it because it's an ad read, but P. And then I pull off, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's broken. It's broken." And they did apologize. Thank you, that guy Jonathan, for apologizing. It was broken. Also, maybe it's my fault for hitting a jump I couldn't hit. The hardest part, no. The hardest part is getting your skis somewhere. Well, guess what? I got a sponsor who's going to take care of it for you. Yeah, that's right. ShipSkis.com. Skip airport stress and costly airline fees with complimentary insurance, real-time tracking, dedicated support, and on-time delivery. They get your skis for you. It's no more lugging those big bags with the fucking janky ski. It's like, because you didn't spring for the fucking nice hard case. You know, that's hard too. And then you're like, and it's turning over in the bag. Thank you for the guy who sent me those sick days. I appreciate it. But getting it there is nearly impossible. Sometimes I don't do it, so then I got to pay for rentals. It'd be so much easier if I get it there. Well, ShipSkis offers white glove shipping for ski and snowboard gear. Just schedule your shipment, attach your label, and ShipSkis handles the rest, delivering your gear directly to your destination. Right now, ShipSkis is offering our listeners 20% off your first shipment when you go to ShipSkis.com and use promo code Ari. Go to ShipSkis.com and use code Ari to get 20% off your first shipment and save yourself the hassle this ski season. That's ShipSkis.com, ShipSkis.com. Make sure you use the code Ari so they know I sent you. Enjoy your skiing, everybody. I hope you go hard enough to break something yourselves. Hi, guys. If you're backpacking or just going anywhere, one of the most common travel tips I get is travel light. You want clothes for every occasion, but you got to travel light. You get one bag. You don't have 10 bags. So how do you do it? You got to minimize, but also keep warm. Merino wool is the way to go. And Unbound Merino is a company that is made by travelers for travelers to help you pack less and get more warmth. They understand what it's like. They understand the problems of wanting to buy a souvenir and go, well, I got to jettison a pair of jeans right now. They have warm tops, warm bottoms. They have caps, toques, if you will, from Canada. Unbound's clothing is made of merino wool, which is moisture wicking, temperature regulating, and extra comfortable for all sorts of travel. Plus, the socks, you don't have to wash them. You can get them dirty on a long-term travel, legitimately. If you're hiking in the Austrian Alps and you get all sweaty and stuff, normal socks, you got to chuck. Or wash them, I guess, but who's going to do that? I'm not a chick. I don't wash socks. No, and Unbound Merino, with that merino wool, you don't even have to wash them. Just air them up to dry and they fucking get clean. Unbound helps travelers pack lighter, save on baggage fees, and takes the decision fatigue out of packing with their versatile and timeless pieces. Yeah, like, what should I pack? What should I pack? Just pack your Unbound Merino. Rolf Potts first told me about this company. He wears them all the time. It's stylish. He looks cool in them. And it's just, I don't know, it's legitimately great for travelers. You should just get them. Head over to their website, unboundmerino.com, where new customers can try my code TRIPPIN for 10% off your order. Do it. Get something quality for yourself and for your travels. Pack light with unboundmerino.com.
Well, here's the thing with you, when traveling with you.
Which you've done how many times now? One? Just
One?
this?
I think one. No, we've done this, but we've gone other places and even walking around New York City, you're looking around. You're interested in every nook. You're looking for something that's people walk by. And when you come to this place, I knew I was going to have that.
Spanish Fihan. It looks like Karen's Spanish Fihan.
Right there?
Back behind you. She's actually going to walk down the street. You'll see her.
You have this energy. You have ADHD to the highest level. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just ash it. You're going to ash on some fucking poor old Cuban lady's head going to work.
There. Now they're there. Dude,
He's about to ash on somebody's fucking head. You have ADHD, dude. You don't focus.
What?
Exactly. Well, nothing. So you want to go in, you're looking in this hallway of death.
Look, they told
and
me
you're
it's
looking
safe.
in like,
They
what's
told
in
me it's
here?
safe. They said no one's gonna hurt you. So it's just the money on your pocket. That's Karen Fian.
See?
That's Spanish Fian.
See?
That's her.
See, you won't let the camera, nobody cares about
Oh,
it. Nobody can see it.
You can. I'm telling you. No, you missed it.
Oh my God, it is Karen Fian. She's
Dresses
just
like her.
She's just all in yoga, everything hot pink.
Yeah.
She walks like Karen too, like she just got off a horse.
That's the black guy she dates.
It's very. It looked. I'm just gonna say this. It's not dangerous until it is. You can't.
Yeah, we could get robbed. That's what I would say is you can get robbed, but nothing's gonna really bad happen to you because the punishments are so bad that you're taking such a risk.
If you rob somebody, it's 20 years.
I was thinking about yesterday. That was like somebody was robbing me. I was walking down a shitty street, and I was like, oh, if they rob me, I'm like, well, then they wouldn't run the risk of 15 years in jail. But they'd be like, oh, you guys should blind me so I can't identify you. You should put like pins in each eye. Because it's not worth it not to.
No, don't give people ideas. What if that becomes the thing? All robbers have needles on them now.
Let's back up. Guys, can you play that part where he backs up again and then put "This is stolen from Rick Glassman" at the bottom of the screen?
Beep, 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 beep.
Thank you.
You have to, I really want to stress this. When you're walking around outside of the tourist, excuse me?
Stress me.
You stress me.
Damn, bro.
That's kind of hot.
That's kind of hot with a Policia outfit too.
We just saw a hot chick with Policia.
Yeah. The colors of people here are wild.
They're, how do you say this?
¿Cómo se dice?
¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice darker?
It's a range. Like this dude's like on the light end of it. That chick was black.
There's a lot. I mean, Afro-Cuban is a thing.
Afro-Cuban.
Man. I thought they would all look like Ricky Cruz, like blonde highlights and just it's pretty crazy.
All right.
Let me just say this. Where we walked the first day looks like you will be murdered in 5 seconds.
True.
And we walked for hours. Hours. Into the fucking depths of the city.
Yeah, well,
nothing happened.
Odd though, we did show up just by chance on a holiday. We get there, bro. This guy's like, hey, do you want to ride around? We're in the tourist district. So this guy's like, do you want to ride around? Do you want to ride around? Like, no, like, I'll take you around the city. I'm like, that actually does sound cool. With a little like guided tour around the city.
Yeah.
He goes, 1 hour. I'm like, yeah, actually that would be pretty bomb in one of those classic cars. Because the cars, because they can't import anything, they can't get new cars. There are some new cars. That's like wrong. But they said there's no new cars. We saw brand new.
Newish cars.
Yeah, we saw some brand new cars too.
Yeah.
But we asked how they get those in. They're like, they got money.
Yeah. It's pretty rare.
When everybody left, They assumed they'd be back in 2 weeks when Fidel was done.
Yeah.
So they took their keys with them. So they say a lot of people have to like screwdriver start their car all the time.
All the rich people, when they left, were like, well, we're taking our keys, we'll be back. When America deals with this, we'll be back. America never dealt with it. And they didn't, they had all these old cars with no keys. And these people took them. But I had learned too, the government, the taxis helped restore the cars.
The taxis?
The taxis, the old cars, those are taxis.
The taxi service does.
The taxi service restores those.
Yeah, some of them were like bomb.
I was wondering how like
Gorgeous.
how
The
mint
one we took to the
condition.
beach was pretty decrepit.
Dude, that car, when he pushed the brakes and the car would go that way, he'd have to pull the wheel this
Someone
way.
was crossing the highway, 2-lane highway, 2-lane each way, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And so he started to just slow down. Enough time. It went. The fear on the guy Crossan's eyes, where he's like, at first he went from like, "I should go," like, "Oh, I won't go," to like, "Oh, I'm in the dangers. This guy's coming now at me."
It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was this. He was like,
But here's the thing: we hit the street. Guy hits us up. We're like, no. We're trying to be nice. We don't want to be rude. We get away from that guy.
we got away from him.
And then we're at another corner.
We went to right by the cigar place when you're like, let's buy him here. I'm like, no, let's go to Partagas. It'll give us an excuse to get through the city.
Here's the thing: he took us in. This guy off the street, everybody's in on everything, because he took us in this fancy cigar place in the mall, right in. Nobody questioned him. Took him in, talked to the guy, and was like, "Here's the cigars, blah blah blah," and took us out. Left, because we pushed him away. We're like, maybe later.
It's almost like, when you're in the old cop movies, like I'm tailing him, it's like, they made me. I gotta walk off. You get him from here.
Yeah.
I left him on Broadway and Lafayette. He made me. And
We
so
were
you gotta
standing on the
leave.
corner, and all of a sudden this lady went, "Hey," and scared the shit out of me, and was like, "Yeah, I saw you at the airport." Which they have really
Did you guys
good.
get here today?
They have really good first lines.
Where you're from?
Where you
is
from?
the standard, but that's almost hacky at this point, because it's like, now I've been here over 2 days. You're like, you guys all lead with that. Some don't even try. They go, "Where you're from?" Like, nothing. They're like, and walk away.
Yeah. But this lady's was the best. She said she saw us at the airport.
I was
when she
picking up my sister.
picking up her sister. "I saw you at the airport," and I was like, "Really?"
How are you liking it?
I was like, "Wow, that's interesting."
It's pretty cool. How long are you here for? It's like, yeah, you guys got a good spirit. You're gonna enjoy this. I'll see you later. Hey, actually, but they do it very well. I can't even mimic it right.
They go like this: "Hey, I saw you at the airport. I'm picking up my aunt. It's nice, right? How you liking it so far?" "Oh, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. Where you from?" "Oh, I have a sister. Yeah, that's nice there. How's it going? Good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's crazy
What are you doing here? Yeah, she was like, "You going to Chicas and stuff?" You go, "What are you gonna try?" I'm like, no, Bobby's got a family.
But they don't walk away. They are committed to staying with you until
Because
they
it
have to.
forces your hand to go, "Hey, I just want to be with my friend right now."
Yeah.
Because I do want to get into conversations with people and talk about life and stuff.
Yeah.
In other countries, in non-touristy areas, you can get that. My friend Rolf, the travel writer guy I talk about a lot, he said he was in Namibia, I think, and he was in some place where they shine rocks and like sell them to tourists, but he was a backpacker at the time, so he didn't have any money for that, and he was waiting for his boat to come, and it was going to be like 9 hours. So they tried to sell him for like, 45 minutes, an hour. Then all the other tourists left. He's still there. They try to sell him again. And after 2 hours, they're like, "Well, we're not getting anything out of this guy." And then they're like, "What are you doing here, man?"
Yeah.
Then there was like, after that, there's like, then you can get into the conversation that you want to get into.
I think I saw a video. If you just give them 500 pesos, which is what?
$1.50.
They'll talk to you. They're
$1.70.
done. They just want.
That should have been the thing. Here's 500 pesos. Can you tell me some history of the place?
Yep. Yeah. They just need a little money. Their
It's
job.
tough because it's such a big bill, and the 1,000 is like, fuck, I'm not giving away 1,000. It's $3.40.
When you figure out the math, you have this stack of money, and you're like, I'm rich.
But also, you're like, I'm going through it all. And you're like, yeah, we only changed 100. I know we're going through it all.
But then she took us to get
She gave me
cigars.
some Rex. First, she gave me some Rex. La Guarida,
Yep.
where Obama went.
Yeah.
She goes, Obama went there. And
Yeah.
we're like, that could be cool.
Yeah.
We already went in going, hey, it's not a food place. Everything we said the food sucks. I don't think it sucks. It's just not outstanding.
No.
So it's like, don't be like going around waiting for the exact right.
I have not had.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shouldn't have shown that. Hey, can you put in that backup thing again, and then also credit this is stolen from Rick Glassman.
Beep, 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 beep. Buddy, she took us. This is the craziest part: is that I didn't even talk to her. You do now, but at the first couple days, did not have the ability to shut the fuck up. You
To be like, no.
You did not have. You were talking and
I was
asking
like,
questions.
I'm just trying to walk my friend. I'm just trying to walk my friend. They just don't take it as a no.
Buddy, I fucking didn't even say a word to her.
Your fear
And then
would have come in handy if I had some of that.
You have no fear. All of a sudden, we're in a street off the main drag
No fear.
in the
You
neighborhood.
can't steal second without taking a foot off first. No fear. Remember No Fear shirts?
Yeah,
They were big. They had all those sayings. That's
I
the only
remember
one,
them.
that's the only one I remember.
got them. I remember them. You should never wear one.
Dude. Somebody's got to locate me a No Fear shirt. I got to do that. I got to find one. I can't take it for that and Big Johnson. What was it? Big Johnson's. It was something like Big Johnson. It was a rooster. This is a fucking big old D.
Dude, all of a sudden, we wind up in some dude's house.
She goes, it's a holiday today.
She did, and he did.
She said
No, she
did.
No, the other guy did too. He said
The
it's
other guy.
festival.
It's a festival.
It's a festival.
It's the first Monday of the month.
First Monday of the month.
God, they get you on that because it was the first Monday of the month.
Yeah.
So the government.
Well, you know what they say though? They say it's the first Tuesday of the month too.
Yeah.
Or they say it's the second Tuesday of the month.
Also, we got here in
They say
November.
any day it is, they go, this is the day.
We were here November 4th,
Oh, yeah.
and that means the third and second Friday was the first. It wasn't the first day of the month. Yeah.
So listen, look at my finger. Look at my finger. Follow my finger. Stay right here. So anyways, we wind up in this guy's house.
Who's that actor that goes like this all the time?
I mean, you're nuts. There's a fucking moped in his house, his bed. And then you're talking to this guy. He's clearly ripping you off.
She said the government gives you half the money today. They like finance it a little bit.
It's a lie.
So everything's half price.
It's a lie.
But only today.
They're not
And we're
Cubans.
like, oh, it's okay. No,
They're not Cubans.
Well, they're Cubans, but they're shit.
It's
It's Cuban pile of garbage wrapped in fucking found tobacco leaf.
And you're negotiating with this guy for Canadian money, which nobody wants.
Nobody wants Canadian.
No, who does? No, come on.
It's crazy because I'm like, no, the current exchange rate when I left was 0.71 Canadian dollars to US dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, whatever the exchange rate is, US to Cuban, 0.71 of that. Like, no, it's going to be about 0.55.
It's terrible.
They
Nobody
also will
wants it.
turn back a crumply bill, which you've had a bunch of
They
times.
can't have any
You go,
ripped
oh,
money.
What else?
The government won't take it. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there. I look over in the corner, and there's a full Major League voodoo setup in the corner with burnt animal parts, a doll of some sort that's black from ash.
You're looking at that as I'm looking at these frayed cigars with no labels on them. He's yelling at me in like a deep Spanish about some deal. And I'm just like, oh, I just wanted one right now. The guy's like, no, you got a box of 40. And I'm like, no, I'd like one. And then I go, like 2 or 4, that's all I want. Just one each to smoke. He goes, all right, fine, put 5 in, we'll call it this. And I'm like, wait, what's the math on that? He goes, all right, tell you what, put 5 more. We'll just like,
I went outside. I left you in the place.
get the fuck, dude, you gotta help me on that. You're the fucking cigar expert, Bob. You gotta be like, no, these are wrong. I showed you, hoping you'd be like, no.
Dude, I'm not getting fucking beheaded. There was a voodoo doll in the corner of the room. What are you gonna lose
It
out
was
on?
Jobu. It was straight Jobu, bro.
You're gonna fucking lose maybe $100, or we both get murdered? I'm not fucking doing that.
Well, with the exchange rate is 140. With what I could have changed it in for, which is what I would have done, I lost about 110.
You lost $110.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It was pretty epic. And then
My mistake was bringing. I had this Canadian bills left over from merch in Toronto.
Yeah.
Where I sold out 2 shows. And
do me a favor, put the Glassman thing in there, back up, and take that out. Thanks.
Damn.
And give him credit.
Rick Glassman, stolen from Rick Glassman.
Yeah, go on. Beep, 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 beep.
My dad runs a carpet store in Ohio.
Hi, guys. If you're on the news too much and you're Jewish, you're worried about anti-Semitism. You're worried about it around every corner. Now, it's not real, but if you are worried, I'm here to help. I'm selling stuff on my website, and I use Shopify.com to help me sell it. It's yarmulkes with propellers to get away in case of a new pogrom starting. Yeah, they happened all the time in Russia, and now they're here, according to every internet site. They're here, and they're coming for us. So you want to be able to get away at the drop of a hat, so to speak. No pogroms in your life anymore with these new propeller hats available at arishaffir.com. Shopify helped me build my online platform. It's great for getting straight to your customers. And also, if you're a Shopify customer, you go on there, it autofills all the stuff. So anytime you use a business that uses Shopify, it just fills it in and makes it way easier to shop. That's right. Get away from holocausts everywhere. I'm also selling Talk to the Hands for white women who have been told that they're overstepping their bounds. Yeah, I know white women. You see a door open and the air conditioning getting out, and you want to carry them into closing that door. And they're selling it's not your job. Well, now you can get a Talk to the Hand at arishaffir.com. All brought to you and made possible by Shopify.com. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that I use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/trippin, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/trippin to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/trippin. Now let's get back to the episode. I'm out of here.
Here's the thing, though. Every single day we were here, even that day, was full of insanely, not one bad day.
Not one bad day.
Not one fucking bad day here.
So that night, we went from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Also, the cab driver didn't rob us. I was expecting $30 to get to that Obama restaurant. And I was ready to fight.
$10.
Now I'm finally ready to fight. That first guy didn't get me, right? I wasn't ready to fight. I mean, she walked me there. It's like, no, it's right there. You should go. It's like, whatever. Oh, no. Okay. She's like, nah, I'll show you. I'm not doing anything today.
Dude, it was like Goodfellas. She's like, no, in there, down over there. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And we're such fucking pieces of shit. We're such people pleasers. We went in to a guy's house.
No shirt on.
In the middle of nowhere. It was dirty.
Just a concrete slab room.
With a moped in it.
Russian dissidents are treated better than this guy lives. With a moped in it and Jobu. Straight. It was still smoking. It was smoldering. That's even worse than smoking.
I love his little...
Smoldering?
He had his little presentation, though. He had all these shitty boxes, these crappy boxes on the table, presenting his storefront. But in hindsight, that's what they do. Everybody has like storefronts. They sell cookies or cheese or queso.
Yeah, he's showing it to us as if it's like, look, a store. And we're like, none of these are stores.
Yeah.
It's like when I moved to New York and the guy was trying to sell me weed in Washington Square Park and he did the old switcheroo behind his back. But he goes, no, I got good weed. Here, smell it. And I smelled it. And then he was like, see, it's pretty good. I saw him go behind the back and I was like, hey, just so you know, before you switched out, it also wasn't good.
Oh, yeah.
Like you switched out bad for worse. I already wasn't going to buy. Yeah, the storefronts, it's just in their apartments. Some put concrete slabs up in the doorway, up to like about here, so you can sit behind it.
And they have bars in the window, and they have a little open
some
window. But you're sitting like, oh my God, you never buy. But by the end of the week, it's like, oh, we need rice. Just walk up to the window. You got.
Do it. You got this. You got it. You know the Spanish on this.
Rijos.
Frijoles.
Frijoles.
Is beans.
Frijoles.
Y frijoles. Or con frijoles.
Rice. Con frijoles.
Arroz.
Arroz.
Yeah.
Dude, next time we come here, and we should come here again, after you're done with your quest, I will know more Spanish.
So I didn't have my guard up to fucking. I was now ready to fight, to argue, get my way. I'm not paying $30. I'm talking down to 20. The guy's like, 10?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I love when you're ready to fight, argue, whatever, and then somebody is like not even trying. You're like, oh. One time I was at the Comedy Store, I was working the door. And I was working, Duncan Trussell was the talent coordinator, and I was the assistant talent coordinator. I also worked the door. Duncan stopped working downstairs at that point. So Duncan was on vacation, so I was the standing talent coordinator for a week or two. And I was working the door, and somebody pointed at me, and then pointed at this black dude who came into the main room in like a tracksuit. Meaning like, chuck this guy. Yeah. And then the black dude started coming over to me, walking over to me, and I'm ready, and I'm like, what I should do is let him come through that front door towards the lobby of the main room, you know, the Comedy Store at all?
Yeah,
so
I do.
If I can get him out, I can pull the curtain behind him, and now he's out of the room. So now I'm not gonna argue while the show's going on. Joey Diaz is on stage. So he comes out, I pulled the clothes behind me, and it was like, and then it's Chris Rock. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready to chuck a fucking homeless guy that came in off the street, and it's Chris Rock. And I'm like, oh.
You let go of him?
Yeah, and he goes, can I go up? And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm about to fight you. And I realize, not only is it not just the guy who's gonna disrupt the show, it's a legend, and I'm the talent coordinator. It's not that I'm a door guy now, it's that they pointed, hey, Ari's the acting talent coordinator.
Yeah.
And he goes, can I go up? And I go, oh. So I had to like reframe the whole thing from anger to, oh, deal with this. And I go, it's the first time he's ever been there when I was there. I've been there for 6 months, he hasn't come yet. So it's like, what? I'm meeting Chris Rock. And he goes, can I go up? And I go, oh yeah. Well, usually people jump on in the original room, and this is the main room, the OR is where people like pop in. And he goes, yeah, but I saw Joey Diaz, the last one on the lineup here in the main room, and they still got like 5 more comics in the OR.
So you're not even thinking right.
So I figured, don't bump anybody. And I was like, oh.
That makes sense. As a talent coordinator.
Yeah.
So basically, he became the talent coordinator.
Yeah, he usurped me.
Yeah.
I was usurped. and yeah, I was like, sure, yeah, absolutely. Dude, that guy, he did 1 hour, could have gone whatever. At 1:55, he goes, shit, the wait staff gets off in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was that guy with the cap. Drove us to the restaurant. Pretty good.
He was a great guy. Restaurant was beautiful. First of all, if you come in here, this is what I say.
Yeah.
If you have no expectations, you'll have everything you need. We came here with no expectations.
That's not bad.
We just were going to see this place, experience it. That's it. So when we went to that restaurant. First of all, it's in the middle of, looks like, you know, it doesn't look good. The neighborhood's fucking nuts, like as compared to what we're used to. Mm-hmm. Even in New York's bad neighborhoods, they're still not this bad. But all of a sudden you go through a door, there's a guy sitting in a chair, and it's the most epic. You go up, it's almost like the bottom is bombed out.
The bottom is bombed out.
There's graffiti, and you go up the stairs, and all of a sudden you're in this ornate,
it's
beautiful
1913, I think.
It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful. The roof deck is beautiful. You can see the kitchen, which I love.
There's a roof deck. I looked over the roof deck, you know what I saw? Piles of feces.
Yeah.
yeah. It was like we're in a little.
It's literally just shit and beauty running parallel.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good meal.
It was, dude.
Got a Cuba Libre.
It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. It was fucking. The ravioli was all good. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
The pork. You had fish. The ambiance.
Was that the fried fish? No, that was somewhere else.
No, it was the regular fish. It was great. It was for what I thought it was going to be. It was awesome.
Solid. And they're like pretty expensive though. I'm like, yeah, it really was. And then it was like, oh no, $50, $50 each. That is including tip.
Everything.
And I got 2 alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
And a bottle of water. You got Coca-Cola, coffee, and a big bottle of water.
Yeah.
Meal each, 2 sides, and split an appetizer for. So I guess like 40 plus tip is 50.
99 something. It was like $100.
Tried to tip her 2, did not notice.
This is the thing. Let me just say this. Before we came, this fucking asshole, you got to get $2 bills. I'm like, wow,
I asked you
what?
20 times.
I mean, every day he obsesses about these $2 bills.
I
I'm
would
like,
say, you would say I asked you too many times.
so
Hey, make a thing that goes off in the middle of that. Just go and make it like a Cuba flag, and then said we also stole this from Rick Glassman. Thank you.
So I'm like, Dawn, you gotta go to the bank. You gotta get me 2. She's like, why? I go, there's a thing with 2s. If you give people 2s,
there's a thing with
shut
2s.
up. It's worth $7.
I said it's worth about $7.
It's about worth $7. So if you give them a 2, it's really giving them $7.
Because of the value.
So I'm like, all right, I get all these fucking 2s. Dawn comes back with 2s. I have all these stupid 2s. And
Stupid. My dreams aren't stupid.
It means nothing. Nobody.
Well, the lady at the restaurant didn't notice it at all. She goes, thanks.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm expecting this. Oh, hey.
I was too.
I was expecting the chef to come out.
You think I wasn't disappointed?
Some old Cuban lady.
The chef to come out.
Her to pull out an old 2 she got from Kennedy. There's nothing. Nobody gave a fuck. You know what a 2 is here? It's 2.
2.
You know what you would like better than a 2?
5.
A 5. Fucking $2 bills. I got so many fucking $2 bills.
We got one reaction. We had to ask a guy at the buffet the day of the hurricane, the morning of the hurricane. We had to ask a guy. I was like, "Is this is something?" Right? He goes, "Oh, yeah, it's like luck, man."
And you kept
maybe.
going like this.
Yeah, milk it. I mean, we got in such an argument going down the boardwalk. But anyway, let's do that. We'll go back to where we went the first night. But dude, we got in such an argument about what the value of the 2. I was like, I didn't say it was the equal. I said the overall value. You said you can't trade it for that. I said no, the emotional value.
People don't know that when comics get into arguments, it has to be court. It has to be a court case. There has to be a judge, and
I object. There can be a judge. Go on. That's all it about. Dude, we were calling witnesses. No, fuck, dude, come on.
I'm the judge. Don't ever object me again.
Yeah, when I run my court, I run like Sheriff Arpaio.
That made me so happy. It was still hot. It was
still hot, but not so hot. It was hot enough that it was like growing, but then I was like, in my mind, I was like, it could keep growing with heat. It just went to there and stopped.
Buddy, we fought for 48 minutes.
I was ready to push you into the fucking ocean. If that cop hadn't stopped us from crossing into the ocean, you'd be in it.
We're burying the lead, man. All right, we were just having literally a full-fledged argument about $2 bills, and we got told by a full bird general to get the fuck back to our casa.
You guys came to the most dangerous point in the city, along the seawall.
Let's go. Go down there.
You know when they say the city is angry that day?
Yeah.
They mean this day.
Yeah, they mean this.
They mean to.
Listen to me, dude. We had, the first night was such a great, I mean, it felt like we were here a week. We did so much.
We went from there.
Yeah. The first day we went to Potagus. We walked through, I mean, the ghetto,
hood.
the hood. That's a better word. Not the ghetto, the hood. We walked through the hood all the way to Potagus, closed. Then we went to H. Upman and smoked.
Open. Coolest fucking lounge.
Here's how scared I was.
We got pictures of that.
Some guy grabs me and goes, no. And I'm like, oh, fuck, another house with voodoo. Takes us, points us to the door, open it up. It's this insane, beautiful cigar lounge.
It is weird. This is what I'm reading. It's half between a scamming you and half like, actually, we all need you guys to leave money here, so let me help you leave money here.
They're just helping you with anything they can to get a dollar.
If I don't get it, someone else will get it, we'll all be better off.
You have to understand, when you come here, they just need money. If you give them a little money, but the fear of Americans is that it's gonna be like pigeons. You throw a piece of, and it's gonna be crazy, it's not. It's not. You can give, hey dude, here you go, thank you so much. And they'll be like, cool. They're just trying to get some money to eat food. That's it. To have money. That's it. And you have money.
Yeah.
That's it. He helped me in. Hey, go.
Usually I do tips at the very end. I'm gonna do tips as I think about them. I do travel tips.
Yeah.
So like, could be for here, could be for there. My travel tip here is, don't change your American money. pay in American.
No.
You change it and then pay with Cuban, it's not as good. So like the prices are in American dollars.
Yeah, but I say, I'm going to disagree with your tip.
Okay.
Your pro tip, I say, if you give them 500 pesos, 1,000 pesos, they're fine.
No, that's for the tips.
Because they can't.
Yeah, that's for the tips. What I'm saying is for purchasing, all you're doing is changing it to Cuban and then they're changing it back. You're losing money. So if you buy, the cigars were like $17.90 in American dollars.
Yeah.
You could have changed that to get the value up, but then they'd be right there calculating the same or slightly off price. Just pay them $20 and get change.
Was that a tip and a tip?
Tip and a tip, yeah. A tip about a tip. So
That's
your
it.
tip is keep 500s, maybe separate pocket,
Yeah.
4 tips.
So if some dude's like, hey, blah, 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 be like, hey, thanks, man, appreciate it, here you go. And he'll walk away.
Here's another tip. When traveling to Cuba, don't experiment with the 2s because it doesn't do anything. It does in Ecuador.
It does
in Ecuador.
In one fucking place where it's
I heard
magic.
other places too. I wanted to experiment and see what it does here.
You did 75
I did.
times.
Okay.
75 fucking twos you gave,
So we went to
and
H-
you got nothing.
Let's move on past this. We're not going to resolve this.
Nobody gives a fuck about a 2.
Nobody gives a fuck about 2. I get it.
If you get 2 1s,
But here's your
they'd
problem.
be just as happy.
Here's what you said. What if they don't take? What if they don't care? I'm like, then they still work as 2, which they did.
But you could have gave a 1.
I could. What if
You
one
could have
of
done
the
a
2
1.
What if?
You could have done a 1.
No, because I gave 2 and you topped it off with a 1. So you want to give 3.
You're a fucking.
Some of these you want
know
to
what
give
you
3.
are? You're a 2.
One of my favorite lines I ever said was, my Adam Egget was fucking had a threesome, and
I love Adam Egg.
he rules. But this was with Fat Egget. Yeah. Fathom. He's called Fathom. Dude, he loved donuts. There was a donut place there in Hollywood. Every time we leave the store, he goes, donuts? We're like, no, bro, we're all gonna go do blow and fucking have a good time. He goes, but we should stop for donuts first. These big donuts with a cookie on
I
top.
gotta say, I'm on Adam's side.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's okay. He's talking to himself.
And he goes, where are you from? He's practicing. Where are you from? Where are you from? He was like, I was
No
like, ew,
2.
dude, those
No
girls aren't
2.
hot. And he goes, yeah, but 2 5s make a 10. And I go, yeah, but 2 3s make a 6.
Yeah, dude, we went in there. Here's how great this place is. Went in, coffee, water. We smoked
we
a
smoke
cigar.
here? Yeah.
Your cigar wasn't good. It wasn't rolled good. You got another one. It's still, the box was bad, which happens.
I got what did I get, a Trinidad?
You got an HP Upman.
I got an H. Upman. From H.
H
Upman?
Upman. H Upman, yep.
I
You got an
didn't
H
smoke a
Upman.
single Trinidad here. They're too
No.
much. They're too expensive here.
Yeah. But you got one, didn't work. They gave you another one, didn't
I
work.
was like, these aren't pulling. And they go, show me, like, switch it. I'm like, oh, really? I've never had. They're like, it's okay, switch.
And you switched, it didn't work. And then you were a little nervous. He just came over with a brand new cigar, another cigar similar to that, and gave it to you, and it smoked great.
We smoked there. I had some rum.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get a rum.
How,
It felt right.
and it was good, right?
I started with a 7-year. I was like, let me build up to the 15. It was great.
Yeah.
A little dippy dip.
Dippy dip. I like the dippy dip.
Yeah.
Made me want a dippy dip.
Flavors it a little bit. Try it with Coke one day or something.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The coolest thing happened though when we left. Like, all right, let's settle up.
She went,
What do you mean?
no, it's okay, dude.
When we were smoking there, all these tourists came in. They saw us smoking and drinking, and
Yeah.
they started drinking and
Yeah.
smoking. I think it maybe was that.
I think it was your cigar was bad. You had 2 bad cigars. You had a bad experience. To them,
We talked a little too.
we talked a little bit to the guy. I mean, I'm gonna say this
Where you
about
guys are from? She wasn't trying to sell us anything because we're already buying.
Yeah, she was nice.
She's like, oh, cool.
The women here, friendly.
Uh-huh.
The guys, a little
Mean-faced.
machismo.
Tienes mucho machismo.
Yeah, little
Tienen. Tienen?
little
Is it
little
Tienen or
machismo.
Tienen?
Tienen. Yeah, they're not big on small talk with Americans.
Yeah.
I think it's because of they don't understand, and we're not speaking. You were a little bit.
Also, suffering. Consistent suffering makes your smile go away.
We're right.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like, and you were like, no. And I was like, okay, well, no, Bobby, we'll be back. We'll be back. Did we pay for the coffee? We did pay for the coffee and the rums.
I paid for the stuff. Yeah. I paid for the stuff. I was like, how much for the cigar? 'Cause we had to pay him. We had to pay the bartender.
What'd you
for
have
the,
there? The
we
Hoyer
had to pay
number 3?
the bartender for the drinks, and he's like, you pay over there for the cigars. And she said, cigars are on the house.
Tipped him a 2.
Yeah. Nothing.
Zero reaction.
Nothing. I mean, garbage.
Garbage.
Like
yo.
I offended them. It was nothing.
I mean, some of them I was like hoping. I was like, I don't think they looked at it. Like, oh, thanks. Because I told you in Ecuador, they would take the check. You don't always look at every bill. They would take the check and then walk, and then I'd see them go like, oh.
Yeah.
But he looked, didn't, no, nothing. God damn, it sucked.
Nobody
I was
cared.
so hoping.
Nothing.
I was so hoping. Anyway, they let us go. We walked back far, 40 minutes back.
We walked a lot. We walked in the middle of, and that walk back, we walked down like a main drag and then off into the side. Because you are very, you
I want to go down alleys.
You go, let's go down here. And I made a promise to myself, I'm gonna do as much as I can
With me,
with you,
on my terms.
on your terms.
Interesting. That's a good promise to
I
make.
said, I'm not gonna, when he wants to go somewhere, I'm gonna go, okay, whatever you wanna do. That's my motto. Whatever you wanna do. If you wanna do it, I'll fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's
That's
go.
great.
And I was terrified. Terrified.
That's great.
I mean, it's fucking terrifying.
But
Here's the problem.
you did it.
Every guy you walk by, every male you walk by, looks like he is going to murder you.
Yeah.
There's no hellos, there's no smiles. They all look like
If they smile, they're about to try to scam you.
and you're walking by like a bunch of young guys, tattoos and flip-flops, and they're like this.
You'd think they'd be happier being that it's a festival today.
But it's not a festival. I don't know if you picked that up.
So the next day, as we were getting robbed on that, as I was getting robbed on that, you were outside
I haven't
enjoying
robbed,
the sun.
I haven't robbed yet.
You gave that girl gum. She's like, oh, it's so good. You got any money for me? I'm like, oh. It's like, you're getting the kickback. Enough. But she's like, you don't know that yet. There was no point in that, by the way, that I thought I was getting like real underground cigars. I was just being bullied. They didn't scam me. They just bullied me.
They bullied you, and all you had to do is this. No.
And he was like, well, I don't have that money right now. And he goes, no, it's cool. Tell me your casa, and I'll go and pick up the money later.
The one thing that these vloggers do, the travel vloggers, they do, they are very, no. And they walk the fuck out.
Yeah.
And they don't care. They walk out.
By yesterday, I was like fully ignoring.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, how you doing? I was just talking to you. And they're like, hey, excuse me. Just wouldn't even look at him. I was just German today.
But the first day, God damn it, did you
damn.
really want to people please?
I did get into a few cool conversations. The morning, so we got to get back to, we got to,
It's hard because we've done every single day, we've done something. Like a lot of shit.
we're going to back up to the music.
Back up.
Day,
Was that the first night? That was the first night?
music was the first night.
Holy shit.
All right,
That
let's do
was.
the music. So we went from the Obama restaurant
Oh, God.
straight to this place.
And our driver was out front waiting for us.
We said, yeah,
It's
we
the
said
greatest-
maybe he was out front waiting for us. He goes, yeah, I'll drive you there.
It is the best place. It's almost like the perfect Uber. Where it's like if you could say to your Uber guy, dude, can you come back in an hour? Yeah. This guy came back out front, got us in the car, nobody bothered us, and we were off to the next place.
And it was also like, well, I don't know how long we're gonna be eating for. It was like, well, I'll tell you what, let's do an hour 15. They might not sit us right away. And if it is over in an hour, let's walk around the block a few times.
Yeah.
Work it off while we wait for him.
Which would have been terrifying.
Which would have been terrifying.
If we had to walk around the block a few times, I would have shit
And we
my
asked the
pants.
Casa guy, like, hey, we can walk from the Obama restaurant down to the, what's it called, right? And he was like, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, see this like yellow zone on the map? It's kind of like a green zone for like nature. Like, see this yellow zone? You're gonna want to stay in there after dark.
And it was way out of there.
Yeah, and then, but the music place was like just outside. I'm like, we can walk from here back there. And he goes, should be okay, but I don't know if I'd risk it. And we're like, yeah, we should be okay. He goes, just, I mean, I just got robbed there. We're like, why? He goes, no, I was stupid. I was drunk. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, all right, fair.
I was so happy that he was here to kind of guide us on where not to. There's a lighter over there.
Ah, shit. Sorry, I didn't see it. I'll put this one back. There it is.
There's something wrong with you.
Oh, it's out of fuel. Oh, no, it works.
It works.
Yeah, he was there ready to take us. And bro,
He picked us up, took us to the Buena Vista.
it's where Buena Vista Social Club, their Remnants is playing. What I understand about them, I don't know. Do you remember when they hit big in America? There was an
Feliz
album.
Navidad.
I don't think that was on there. Wait, what is that song though that they sing? Because now they sing it everywhere.
Oh, hey, oh. No.
It wasn't Hey Macarena. We heard
No.
that last night. It
It's,
was Bailamo. No. Damn, what is that song? It's gonna come to us.
I got it.
Joke coming.
I got it. Nope.
Okay, do it.
Fucking with a young man because I'm brown.
No. Joke was coming. I love when you can see a comic's face when they're like pretending to say something serious, like full, not real answer, and then like, fuck.
I had
Tony
it.
does that sometimes.
I had it, but I lost it because I went, oh, hey, oh. I did
Trying
that.
to make a joke. Tony does that sometimes. He goes, hey, you know what? I'm like, what joke answer? What? And he's like, fuck.
There's a song that is the Buena Vista.
They open with that.
open.
They close with
Yeah.
a well-known one. But bro, so they hit big in America.
First of all, you were disappointed. We get there, we go up,
We look in a room. It's like, oh, chill.
Holy
bro.
shit.
This is fucking tits.
we pay, they take us to
$35 bucks.
$35 for
including
three
drinks.
Yeah.
Because we're not there for dinner.
And then they take us to this room, and you're bummed out immediately.
Oh my God, this isn't the right room. This is more like a hall.
There's four old middle-aged women playing like doo-dee-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, I'm
like it's like
oh,
amateur night.
No,
And
I'm here for the jazz.
You're
for the Cuban
standing
jazz.
up and you're walking, you're trying to,
Coke energy.
and you go back out, you come back in.
I look in the other room and I was like,
Yeah.
there's nothing in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have like this in there, right? And she's like, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, cute little girls with little smushed up cowboy hats. I don't know what that
it
is.
starts at 9. And
Yeah.
now it's 9:10. They're
Yeah.
still fucking there. I'm like, ugh.
Well, most of the performers are 92.
Dude, those guys in that little waiting room.
Yeah.
With these old, beautiful hats, suits that don't fit them because they've lost so much weight because
Yeah.
of poverty,
Yeah.
but they're instruments and these old, cool black.
Yeah, they have a green
Black
room.
Cuban.
They had a green room with a glass you could see inside of it where they're all hanging out. And then
So fucking
when they
cool.
started that show, though, let me tell you something. One of the best nights I've had in a long time, and it's all due to you and you have no inhibitions. I don't know if it's alcohol, you were drunk, I don't know if that's who you are. I know you do crazy shit, but they started playing and it was fucking F-U-N.
Upscale fucking ba. It's like salsa or samba. I don't know what it is even. I don't even know the genre.
Cuban music.
I remember in college, Buena Vista Social Club had a album out that charted.
Yeah.
And it was like, what is this? And I think they were all the ones that went to Miami, and it was just the sound of Cuba.
Yeah.
Salsa, which I heard salsa music. Do you know where that comes from?
No.
It's a salsa, like a spread, which is onions, tomatoes, whatever.
I know what
it's,
salsa is.
It's a mixture of all these musics into
Okay.
one, and they
Okay.
call that salsa music.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
Fun fact. Oh, we got to start some fun facts on this podcast. Yeah, Larson, fucking Kathy. We got to start some fucking fun facts. Chad, right? We have all the tips. We got to do fun facts. Okay.
And then, dude, they come out into the crowd, and they came over. They were dancing with people. They came over
it's
to
like
you.
an 8-9 piece band.
They exchange singers every song.
And then
So
they show
have, like,
video behind them of
the person
of them
singing.
in their youth,
Yeah.
singing on this massive
They got this
stage.
old Cuban woman comes out, fucking killed it. Some guy comes out, two guys come out. So they have the stars, they have the band, and then they have the stars coming in, almost like a comedy set where just comics are coming out doing sets. These guys are doing sets. And then they have a host who comes out. It was almost like comedy where they set it up. And then they came down, dude, I have
Well,
video
he's
of
asking
this.
people where they're from. Somebody said Czechoslovakia,
Yeah.
which I was like, that hasn't existed since
Yeah,
I was in
and-
high school.
You didn't have to yell it out.
I was like, that's not a country. I was a little tuned up. Dude, that first drink was so strong. That drink was so fucking strong.
You were buzzing. And then
This theater has been guarded day and night. And I've never seen anyone go in there.
Give a little context before you do that. You're just going off on tangents.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you're really a
Let's
fucking.
stay-
You
let's stay in the
can't
social club.
fucking
No,
stay at the.
I'm staying in the social club. You're now
You go
tangenting. You're
this theater
tangenting,
that they
tangenting.
can't see.
Dude, I'm back
But they
in the
can't
social
see the
club. I'm
theater.
back in the-
But they can't see the theater.
Oh, can you-
That tree over there has
Bro,
been
people
green.
listen.
People, yeah, exactly. Context. They need to know what that theater is.
Bro, I'm in the music club. You're now tangenting.
On what?
Can you not tangent?
Nothing. Anyways.
Yeah.
I
So he's
did.
asking you where they're
Can I just
from.
back up? Just give a little context on the what. I have a game I play for 20 years. I play with Max all the time,
Yeah.
where you have to get somebody to say the word time out, what,
Time in.
and if you get them to say the word time out, what,
Time in.
you go.
That's the last time out. That no more timeouts are allowed. Go.
Oh man, you really are a dictator. You should have that hat all the time. so
Look at my
if you get
patch.
them to say that word, you say 1-0. And it's not like you add the points up. It's always 1-0. It's just 1-0. 1-0. 1-0.
Yeah.
I got you into. I didn't know if you were going to be into it. I was hoping you would be.
Day one.
Day one, I got you into it.
Yeah.
And we've been playing this game all day long, all night long.
Try to get somebody. Where you try to do something to mumble and try to like go like this. Try to like.
There's
have
so
but
many
then
techniques.
you see that coming.
Yeah.
It's so emasculating when you're making a real attempt to get someone to say it, and then they catch you like, You're like, damn it.
Do you remember what you did?
Nice try.
It was a good one.
I thought it. I was on the cusp. If someone's on the cusp at least, you're like, that was worth it. It was worth the emasculation.
But the that at the beginning when he said the word 4 times in a row, when I went 1-0, that's what this joke is. So
It's gonna drown out my single. Well, you guys go to 2 shots.
that's all right. So
Anyway,
all of
so
a
he
sudden
starts asking where you're from, who's from, and then they play music, something to do with that country.
they have a flag up
And
on
they
the
put up a
screen.
flag.
Put a flag up on the screen behind them. That country, they get the flag. It's waving. It's great.
And for some reason, because of embargo or whatever, I assumed they would have gotten to a lot of Estados Unidos by then, but they hadn't. And the guy looked at me. The chicks in front of us had something.
Yeah.
The chicks right there. It was one of their birthdays.
Yep.
I was like, happy birthday. She's like, thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of Spaniards, a
Yeah.
lot of fucking Mexicans, a lot of everything.
Yeah. And they said, "Where are we from?" You yelled out,
Estados Unidos.
Estados Unidos. And they brought the flag up and they came over and this smoker, this beautiful in red dress out of a movie,
A fucking dime.
came up to you and,
Bro, 3 pesos and 20.
buddy, you started dancing like you lived here your whole life.
She was like, I was like, I'm in. That first drink was so fucking strong. I had to water it down with your virgin drink. And it's still, I was like, whoa. Before I even got my second drink, I was tuned up.
It was one of the most epic, dude. You're a good dancer.
I was, you know when you do an impression in the shower and you nail it and
Yeah.
you try to do it again, it's gone?
Yeah.
That was that. I'm not a good dancer.
Buddy,
in a moment,
I got the video.
was crushing it.
Do me a favor, cut the video of him dancing in.
Dipper!
Dude, and then I literally pull back on the American flag, waving. It's one of the best moments of my life.
I was fucking twisting her.
Dude,
twirling
I
her.
went Dipper, and you went boom on the end of the song, and I panned to the American flag. First night.
Dude, when I swirled her, the smile on her face, it was almost like, let's go. Oh, all right, let's go.
It was great.
Oh my God,
That was
wild.
that was the first night. Insane.
Because I even told the guy when he dropped us off, it's like, all right, the show ends at 11. I'll
Yeah.
be here at 11. But we got dropped off at 9 or 8:45. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, we might only be here for an hour. So don't come back because I don't know. The range here is too wide.
Yeah.
The other place we're having dinner, the range is massive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And he goes, it's all right, I'll come out at 11. Kind of bullied us. We didn't.
Not me.
We wouldn't have even thought to leave before the end. It was so fun.
11:15. We left as soon as it ended. We came out with everybody like a movie.
And the place poured out like in fucking Godfather when they left the Cuban Hotel Nacional.
And then we come out. He's waiting for us. We get in the car. He drops us back off where he picked us up at the San Francisco dock. And you were like, let's not go back.
Yeah.
We wound up walking around.
So yeah, he dropped us off right there.
Yeah. Which was another moment where I was like,
But we're back in the yellow zone.
we're in the yellow zone, but we're on the edge of the yellow
But
zone.
also, like, let's just do circles so we're close.
We did a bunch of circles, but at night, the yellow zone becomes the dark zone. In your brain.
It registers as dark
It
more
registers.
than it is.
It
registers as,
but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not, but it does.
God, that was so fucking fun. So that's day one.
Day one.
Day two.
I don't remember day two.
I do. Because I'm like, let's go to Vinales. Possibly Vinales. It's where all the nature is.
Yeah.
We can go to a cigar plantation.
Yeah.
Get the non-banded, these that we end up getting, but
Yeah.
we could, the non-banded cigars that you really want, which are just,
Cheaper, same cigar.
tell me if I'm wrong. It's the guy who works, the roller that works at the cigar real place,
Yep.
at Monte Cristo or Hoyo or wherever, taking tobacco from the place. So it's the actual roller, it's the actual tobacco.
Yeah.
And he's just doing it at home instead of there. So really no difference in the thing, and selling to you for a quarter of the price.
I'm pretty sure that's bullshit. I mean, I've heard it, every blah, blah, blah. The guy will take you to a room.
So what are these then?
I think these are just unbanded cigars. They're not in the factory.
So no markup yet.
It's just, you ever go to Tampa and they're rolling cigars, Cuban cigars? It's that. These are delicious. They're fantastic.
Tobacco from here, yeah.
It's tobacco.
Well rolled.
It's well rolled by a professional guy who knows how to blend.
Yeah.
But it's not aged. It's rolled and sold. Like when you get a box of cigars, that was aged for a certain time. The boxes were put away for a little while. That thing was made months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a different smoke. Cigars, like wine, you have to age them for them to be,
interesting.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
these are rolled. See how mushy it is?
Yeah.
Rolled,
Tight.
rolled and sold.
A good
and smoked.
cigar, you've got me into it. You're the cigar guy.
Yeah.
I should say this too. A good cigar is tight, and as it gets in, it gets mushy. It starts to get
Heats
soft
up.
because
The
but like,
moisture, the heat,
yeah.
yeah. But the cigars you bought
Oh,
were,
yeah. We smoked them.
well, you did. You smoked. I mean,
Well, it became a necessity because of day two.
day two.
So we wake up, day two, we're like, hey, we want to go to Vinales. We don't want to just go for they have these day trips. Wake up at 7, go there, come back by 6. And I was like, hey, we want to go hiking. We want to do some nature. We don't want to stay in Havana for 6 days.
Yeah.
It's too long. It's nothing to do, nothing exciting. So like, let's leave for a night. So like, hey, why don't we go there, get a hotel there for the night, come back, do more hiking, come back the next day. I don't want to do the zip line. I will do the tour of the cigar plantation, show me how they roll, take lessons in rolling, some nature walks, all that cool.
Yeah.
The jungle a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, just so you guys know, there's a hurricane coming.
No.
There's
Just
a
so you know, there's a tropical storm coming. You might not want to do it. It's going to hit Vinales.
It's going to go right over Vinales.
What is it?
Vinales.
Vinales. It's going over there. So you might want to go.
Ah, fuck.
But we're like,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll still go. And then it goes, hey, it's been upgraded.
To a hurricane.
To a Force 1 hurricane.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh.
And then.
And right here, we're going to pause. We're going to go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. It's too loud out here.
Okay.
And it's blown out. Okay. So, okay. So you know what we're doing now?
Hurricane.
No, the other one.
I got to get that up there.
2 tries, 2 fails. Okay. He goes, I'm like, oh, well, why don't we just go? The hurricane's hitting tonight.
Yeah.
Why don't we go to Vinales?
Yeah.
It's coming overnight.
Yeah.
So we'll just sleep out the hurricane. He goes, type 1 hurricane's nothing. We're like, first of all, we come from a place where there's no hurricanes. So type 1 hurricane is something.
Yeah. Well, he said it's going to be muddy.
No,
be very muddy.
no. That's when we wanted to go afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, type 1, and I was like, oh, okay, well, why don't we go there all day? And yeah, Skankfest. And just sleep it out.
Yeah.
And in the morning, great. He goes, oh, those are wooden houses. He goes, we got a sturdy like stone home here.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, all right, so tell you what. And then we still had hope, where it was like, Wednesday morning, the hurricane's gonna hit Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, if it's done early enough, let's get up and go. We got the whole afternoon of Vinales, come back Thursday afternoon, it'll be fine.
Well, don't forget Tuesday, we had to run around and get supplies.
Well, because he goes, hey, we're going to lose power. There's
Yeah.
no chance we don't.
Yeah.
It's moved up to Force 3, which
Yeah.
actually is worrisome.
I don't know if it's Force 3, because that sounds like an Avengers team.
It does.
Like Force 3. It's Category 3, not Force 3. Not to correct you on your own podcast, it's Category 3. Category 1, Category 2, and then Category 3. And then when it goes to a 5, it's Force 5. It is a Force 5.
I'm gonna force field around our friendship.
I want to force feed you my cock.
Damn, that was quick. That was quick. Damn.
So-
I fucking hated that.
Dude, but here's the thing. We were getting supplies. We had to go.
But like, let's get some bread.
There's no
some
store.
cheese.
There's no grocery store that I know of.
Turns out, when you want bread before a hurricane, you're not the only one with that idea.
Dude. We got these little loaves of little tiny
You're like,
mini
nah, I want
buns.
the lighter ones. I'm like, dude, let's get bigger pieces. You're like, nah, let's get lighter. I'm like, okay, I don't want to fight you. Let's just go. We go one, there's no bread. Like, let's go. Well, he says, let's look for cookies and stuff. Like, Bob, later. It's running out.
Yeah, we didn't get. You came back with literally half a block of cheese, right? You had a half a block of cheese.
Yeah.
And then you had, I was getting queso, and you're like, I got it. You come in, cheers. You come in.
Yeah, it was like, queso's
Hola.
covered. Hola, buenos dias.
You come in.
Yeah.
You come in. Oh, one more. Oh, no.
Squirted.
Yeah. You come in
Yeah.
and get, you like, we don't need it. But I did get ham.
Screw that's
My
Dude, the ham was
fatness,
a great purchase.
Buddy, I got ham steaks. We're in this little tiny store.
Ham steaks. I was like, where did you get upscale stuff?
Dude, I had to wait in line. So I'm waiting in line outside the store. Everybody's waiting in line. When I go in, it's my shot. You're nowhere to be found.
No.
I know queso. I don't even know ham. So I'm pointing at shit.
I said, I'll look in here. You go to the corner, because it's like I said, his corner. But I'm like, there might be some in here. And I was like, nah. I was like, and he's like, what are you? I'm like, tienes queso? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, yes. Fucking sweet. And I'm like, cut me off. And he goes, it's this much per whatever. I was like, all right, half this block.
Yeah.
And he cut it. And then it was like, he gave me the price, and it was like 3,400. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't want that much. And then, like, all right, $11. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, yeah. Fuck, that's right.
Buddy, we went around.
I went down the street looking for you. I was like, you're not in the corner. I was like, where the fuck is Bobby? I went in the corner so I could look that way, and back that way. I'm like, I can't find Bob. And I'm like, I can't contact him. I have no cell reception.
Nothing.
So I don't even know how to say, and we're in the midst of needing groceries badly. And I'm like, fuck. I walk back I see you in the store buying a block of cheese that I just found. And I was like, no. The guy's like, hey, one at a time, because they don't want to run.
No.
And I knock, and I was like, it's my friend. And I was like, no, we got cheese. And you go, no, I'll get more. I'm like, bro, you have no idea how much I got. Back it off.
I did buy a little piece of cheese. I bought ham, cheese. What else I get? I got something else.
You got something else in there.
I forget what else
bread.
I got. No, it wasn't bread. We just bought cookies.
Yeah.
You got peppers.
I got peppers.
And we got cookies. 30 cents.
150, 250.
It was something else. I should have bought the sausage. That looked good too. But anyways, we were going around all day for supplies. Getting supplies for this force field 3 that was coming.
It's a good way for psychogeography, is needing supplies for a disaster.
Yeah.
For an impending disaster.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is a good way to force you to look around the city.
Force you to actually figure shit out. Because there was nothing.
Because we went to one bakery and we're like, they don't have it. And we're like, where's the nearest bakery? Well, it's 15-minute walk. Like, well, let's walk it, because we got to go. There's no, like, do it later.
Yeah. And
It's
it
now.
forced us to, all of a sudden we were looking around and found a bunch of other shit around.
Hey guys, do me a favor, cut out him in the background and anything, not because of just because people get in trouble.
Right. But anyways, we
Found it, got back here.
found it. We found a bunch of shit. We had to get candles. Couldn't find candles.
Velas, learn the word for that. It's
Velas.
now in there.
Velas. Mm-hmm. We found it. Found the candles. We found.
Bella's the dog is going to join us.
We
You
had to
don't have
find
pet him up.
all this shit, and we got all the supplies, and we came back. What's about? And well, you know what was cool too, because when we were leaving, the guy who owns owns the casa, he was like, "Listen, if you."
It's okay. No, it's okay.
The guy who owns the casa.
They got it. They bleep it.
Was like, hey, can you please, if you see this or that, please get me candles. We need candles.
Yeah, I was like, what can we get you?
Yeah.
But also, Bobby, you're like, hey, can you, I mean, he's bastioning up the force. He's bringing, all this stuff had to be brought in. There's a hurricane.
Yeah,
and
this
there's
whole
a
thing
roof.
was gone.
He built up this beautiful thing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He goes, we gotta get it. He's like, okay, we gotta bash it. We gotta get the blocks for the door.
Yeah.
We gotta like everything. And you're like, hey, can you see if we can, like, you're just asking for shit, asking for hotel shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, he's trying to save his family.
Yeah. Now, first of all, they go through this all the time. Second of all, he's like, yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do. That's your panicky mode. And second of all,
No, but
third
you're
of
not
all,
asking for fucking where do we get bread. You're going, hey, lady, do you think you can arrange a tour for us? I need a massage. Can we get a massage later? And I'm like, bro, leave him alone. So I was telling him, like, hey, we're going out. Where can we get? Can we
you
find
didn't
anything?
say that. I said that. You didn't say that.
No, I said,
Don't
what
make
do you
yourself
need?
the
No, I
fucking
said, what do you
hero.
need? I said, what do you need?
You did not. I said what you need. He told me candles. I'm the one who said we got to give him candles. You
Disagree.
You didn't think
Show
about
the tape. And now do another Glassman thing where you just show Bobby, I don't know, doing something stupid. Find him doing something stupid.
Oh, fuck, I just got caught in the chair.
What? See? You didn't do it at all.
I apologize.
No, this is
I
a Glassman
apologize.
thing.
You know
When I
what?
have Glassman, I'll do this more. Don't do any of that.
Yeah, but look at this.
Anyway, so we got candles.
You're combining two situations, by the way.
One hurricane, two situations.
Now, you're combining two situations. We needed, like, toilet paper or water or
And
something.
you know what we got? Damn it.
You're combining toilet paper. We needed something for the house. It wasn't the massage. And I was like, we should get, and you're like, he's busy. I'm like, dude, we need it. And you're like, here's your problem.
We didn't need it.
You're aggressive. You're like aggressive with going into places you shouldn't go.
But it's
But
also-
when you're in your thing,
It's like, go ask him for this thing. I'm like,
when you
he's
need
with
like
this kid right
toothpaste
now.
or something, or you need like toilet paper, he's with his kid. It's like, dude, just knock on the door and get what you need.
He's bathing his infant. I'm not going to bug him. And you're like, trust me as a father, he hates his kid the way I hate my kid.
This guy would bug him.
He would not bug him. He would just take care of it. Man law. Anyway, and it's like 4 states. Like, thank God you didn't go to Vinales.
Well, no, you're going past everything because it was going right over Vinales. And here's the thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Fucking,
It's like everything's held together by
buddy,
Band-Aids.
what happened the next day, we woke up the next day and we were walking around, nothing. No rain, cloudy, spurts of rain. We were sitting there like,
Wait, I thought it'd be passed by now.
we didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand we had no radio.
Which day did it hit?
We had no communication. Internet's gone.
Because he spent one whole night when he was about to come.
Came Wednesday night.
It came Wednesday
night.
day, though. When it came, it was daytime because we could see it. We could see that roof almost blow off. I have a video of the thing pulling.
It came in the morning.
That roof will be gone. That 50-50. That probably will stay. That roof is fucking going. Corner's ripped off, but that's it. That stayed. That stayed. Just this corner's ripped off.
Pull that video.
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Tuesday night, we thought it was hitting. That's why we're like, if it's
Tuesday day, we were walking around getting supplies.
We were in the courtyard going, shit.
We
tell you
should've
what,
went.
let's, no. But before it's like, it's going to start any minute. And like, let's get the umbrella out in case it starts pouring.
Yep.
Before that full hurricane comes. And then we just sat there outside smoking cigars and having a good time, talking to the Romanian lady who's also staying here.
We were walking around.
We're like, this is nothing.
Oh yeah, it was that night.
It was that night
We
that we
had
thought it was.
food. She came out. The other lady standing in the car, she came out. We had cheese. She brought salami.
We had a whole
we had a party.
charcuterie.
We had a whole party out on the
You know how to say charcuterie in Spanish?
charcuterie.
Yeah.
He's on. I
Romanian
took you on.
salami is among the best in the world. I get
American-
Genoa.
Because you're American
No,
and ignorant.
I understand Genoa. I'm not
I
talking about
took you
Genoa.
off.
I'm saying Romanian salami's got a great taste.
Yes, because
You're-
eat
The heart.
over processed shitty food in America.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you.
So, we had a party Tuesday night. Out here on the downstairs on the.
You love that?
Yes.
You love that night?
Buddy, here's why I love that night.
Drink some
because
beers.
everybody was forced to be friends.
Yeah. That's
That's the part I love. That bad things are coming. It's like when I remember when the iPhones
Nothing's
first,
open because
when the
everyone's-
iPhones first came out, and you had to wait in line for the iPhone. I always loved it. I woke up at 5 in the morning in San Francisco to get an iPhone 3 because you're waiting in the line with everybody else. It's dark out, and you become friends
with the
because
line.
you're just there. And as soon as you get your iPhone, you're like, fucking see, I'll never talk to you again. But that night, that's what happened. We all came out. She came out. Everybody brought a little
Because
something.
also all the restaurants were closed. We're like, let's go to that one restaurant. Let's stay around here. We're like, let's go to the other place one night because the next night we're not gonna be able to get back in time. But let's stay around here in case it starts pouring immediately. We're gonna need to run home. So the place we were suggesting,
Everything closed.
they shut the door in our face.
You're forgetting this.
What did we say?
1-0.
Nope.
Oh, shit. You're forgetting this. Is that we were like, it's not even really that bad. Let's go walk to the water.
Let's walk to the water.
So we walked all down to the Maricon, which
The
is
morning of. This is Wednesday morning. The morning. So
the morning
yeah,
of.
Tuesday night we hung out here.
We went out, walked around, went to a hotel for breakfast because it was the only place open.
It all shut down the night before. I was like, nothing will be open the day of.
The hotels had breakfast. You're like, you can't go in there. I go, yeah, you can. You need a hotel. Walked in. You staying here? Nope. Want breakfast.
Got into
Bang.
a conversation with the guy on the way there who
That
was
was
trying to
the-
hustle me. You walked off. He goes,
I
"Hey, where you from?"
walk off. This
He
is the thing with him.
Man, your friend's angry, huh?
Yep.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm not angry. I just don't want to
yeah.
fucking.
I told him, like,
and
we're
I
just
can't
trying to walk
communicate.
around. I know. I was like, we're just trying to walk around. You're right.
I
You're
can't
right.
communicate.
Right.
So
You
it's
don't
gonna
have
be.
Spanish. You don't
It's
have
gonna be.
Spanish.
If I could speak Spanish, I would talk to him. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then I start turning Mexican. No. See, no.
You're like
Gracias.
Madonna and-
Por favor, no. So I just walk away.
I got into a great discussion with him. I was like, hey, we're just trying to walk today. He told me about a place, a forest place that we could go. And he goes, they have bars. I was like, no, we're just really just trying to walk. We're not trying to go anywhere. He goes, all right.
I was in the hotel restaurant getting coffee.
Before that even, you were storming
before
around.
that, yeah,
Because we
yeah,
saw
yeah.
the archaeological site of where the old seawall was, all
Yeah.
coral.
Yeah.
We got into a great discussion about Yankees. Yeah, I was where are you from? He's like, Yankees? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I like the Yankees too. Remember El Duque? I'm like, yeah, dude, El Duque was great because he's from here.
In English or Spanish?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was Spanish.
It might have been.
Probably.
I was just I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say you were fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say I got into a nice discussion with him.
You did.
We were talking about Livan Hernandez, El Duque, they were like brothers. And then he told me, he goes, the sucky thing is,
When you do that
Yeah.
and you're talking, I feel like the fat chick.
Yeah.
I'm just like this.
yeah,
See, I don't know shit.
you know what? That's a good,
1-0.
no, it was late.
No, what?
I had that's a good before you said 1-0.
Okay, all right, I'll give it to you.
Don't give it to me, I got it.
All right, whatever.
It's not whatever, you cheated.
Okay, it should be on you, the way you act.
He said, everybody who's successful here leaves. And I was like, well, they're baseball players. They can't. He goes, no. Because I was like, you have baseball players? He's like, so much. He goes, no,
Yeah.
doctors leave.
Yeah.
Academics leave.
Cuba's-
And he goes, that's why we're fucked. Because the best of us who would help us whole country, they take off.
Yeah, it's like Buffalo.
We don't lose any of the poor ones.
Nothing on that? I mean, you're not even listening. That was a good one.
How's it like Buffalo? People
Everybody
leave.
who's good leaves.
I'll allow it.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
So anyways, after that, you're like, let's go walk up the seawall. The boardwalk, they call it.
Back it up. We tipped the fucking guy at the buffet, and he's the one who told us, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's luck.
I guess.
Yeah. Then we got in a full discussion fight.
Because you coerced him.
I don't think coercion is saying
I gave
look
him
at
the
it.
I gave him the 2, and he took it. And you were like,
What about that one?
"What about that?" And
He
he's
goes,
like,
"Oh, it's
"Yeah."
luck.
No,
But
he
that
didn't.
was
He
about
didn't say good luck. He went, "Yeah." And then you're like, "No, these are $2 bills."
He said luck. He said suerte.
Not after that. And he's like, "You were like, these are $2 bills, right?" And he went, "It's good luck."
It wasn't a coerce.
It was a
I
coercion.
just made him notice.
100% coercion.
It wasn't a coerce. I just made him
Making
notice.
somebody do something.
I said, look at that.
That's coercion.
But if you had tucked in 100 in there and he just took it like a
He would have
1,
lost
a
his
1.
mind.
I'm just saying this. If there was a 1, 100, and a 1, and he couldn't see the 100, to point out the 100, is that coercion?
Yep. You're
Then we have a different version of coercion.
Well, you're
Then
you're-
my
you're-
version is actually English major coercion, and your version is just some made-up thing that come from a Boston.
Mine's street
might means right.
street coercion.
So we're walking along the seawall. It's pretty. It's pretty. No one's out there. The Malecon.
It's cloudy, a little windy, not
You
bad.
see some of the waves hitting the fucking thing.
Not even bad.
There's a sea wall along the Malecon.
We were walking to the hotel that The Godfather was filmed in, which is a far walk.
Hotel Nacional.
Hotel Nacional.
That one I don't mind fucking playing because everyone's gonna go there if you come here.
We were walking there. That was our goal. Let's walk down to that, check it out.
Along the seawall, 35, 40
It's
minute
not.
walk.
It's on its way. It's not here yet, and that's when we saw what I could only say is a general in the army with a bunch of guys, a bunch of army guys, and then a regular guy. And he literally looked at us, whispered something angry to a guy in plain clothes, and then that guy comes over and said, "What? I forget what."
He goes-
not it, can't get me. That guy said,
He said in Spanish something about the notice for the cyclone. They don't call it a hurricane, it's a cyclona. And I thought he meant, you didn't get the notice? There's a cyclone coming.
"Yeah."
And I was like, okay, we'll go to the house. He goes, yeah, go to the house. And then we walked inland.
It was illegal.
I thought we were gonna get arrested.
It was illegal to be on the beach.
Like, oh, that's why no one's here.
Nobody's there. It is illegal to be by the beach at that point.
You saw that Medusa statue?
Yep.
That was cool.
Yeah, but that was a general.
Yeah.
We just got told by a fucking a guy with literally fruit salad on his chest.
He goes, you didn't get the notice? By the way, broken Spanish on my part.
I mean,
So you didn't get the notice? I'm like, what? I thought he was trying to shake me down for money. And he
dude.
goes, are you crazy? Get off the boardwalk. There's a cyclone.
Yeah. And then
Little cars.
and then
There weren't even cars coming
we had to take a left. So we took a left back into the hood.
into the hood.
We had to go to the hood. And then we were walking through the hood. We're going home, and Ari wants to walk through the ghetto. Right?
Yes.
I mean, the depths of it.
Yeah. It's crazy here. The way there's Mercedes Benzes around and no crime. How could you do this? What do we see on the ground?
Oh, God. I mean, we saw a lot of things on the ground here. A lot of trash, a lot of shit. And then we saw, I believe, a devil head.
It wasn't quite a goat, but it also wasn't quite not a goat.
It was a goat head with horns. The horns is what fucked you. It looked like a little devil. Just the head
Just the head
on the
in
street.
like the gutter.
Goat head? What is it, baby goat? Well, there you go. That's the last people that walked through this fucking neighborhood, Ari. We're done.
Unsettling, I would say, seeing that. Unsettling. Dogs weren't even eating it. Dogs are everywhere, by the way, in Cuba.
Little ones.
Little ones.
And then we found this bar. So you said you like cigar bar. And we went in, we sat down, we got a couple little mini ones. We got a box of minis.
Quince? Only for quince?
Quince?
I thought it was going to be 15 each. And I was like, these are... And then he's like,
15 for the box.
Great.
Little tiny cigarette box
What were
with
they,
little
Montes?
minis.
Crystals?
Monte Cristos. No, Cohiba.
Cohibas.
Cohibas,
minis.
little minis.
Those are great.
And then we lit up right there in the restaurant. He's no.
We're like, oh, sweet. He was cleaning ashtrays right there. I pulled one over.
Yeah.
He goes, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, a cigar bar.
Yeah. He goes, no. We're like, can we smoke? And he's like, and they took a minute, like, all right, and they go, bring him upstairs. There's a cigar lounge upstairs, like a private, insane cigar lounge.
And he
upstairs.
told us we can smoke up there.
We fumar upstairs.
Yeah.
And we go up there. First of all, we had to walk through a sauna. That hallway was 170.
It was like, you start pouring, it's like, we're in it for a minute to get up, not a minute, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I was soaked.
And then we get up there, it's just me and you in the cigar lounge that like rich dudes are at or some shit. It was a weird little cool spot.
Pictures
And-
of Fidel everywhere.
And Fidel, Che, everybody. So we sat down, we smoked. They brought us coffee. They brought us agua. I mean, he was waiting on us. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome. Just me and you in this little, inside of a thing in the hood. That's why, like,
It was so cool.
that was the day where I was like, you know what?
No tourists were in there.
No
there was
tourists.
a family downstairs. Somebody,
At the
I think,
restaurant.
lives in the sauna.
There was a bar, restaurant, and then upstairs in the back, way in the back, was the cigar lounge that you wouldn't even never know it was
I
there.
wouldn't be able to find it.
And
You could tell me where it is, and I wouldn't have been able to find it. In fact, when I went to the bathroom, I got lost on the way back. I was like,
gave
I
him
went-
a 2.
Gave him a 2. No,
Nothing.
Zip.
Lugats. Nothing. And then we walked back.
Through the houses. I wanted to stay in Redondo, and you were like, it's not a good idea. And then when we got here, it goes, no, that's too authentic. You'd get, it wouldn't be great.
Oh yeah, that was where.
And we were halfway to Redondo there.
It would have sucked over there. This is where you stay.
Mm-hmm.
You stay in Havana. Stay at a casa. I would stay at this casa every time. This is the best. This little block.
I would say if you want the feel, walk from Old Town, Havana Viejo, but on this side, not on the fort side, but on the other side
Yeah.
of it. Stay there. Walk to Hotel Nacional
Yeah.
along the Malecon,
Yeah.
like we did. Walk back through the hood.
Walk back through the hood. but if-
Daytime.
Daytime. Do not do nighttime.
So you're headed back towards good. They don't really bug you until you get past the
Once you get into
American theater.
the touristy part where the hotels are, that's when they start hitting.
More annoyance, less danger.
Yeah. See. And then we went back to here, and it was time to batten down the hatches because it was coming. And when it started to come, bro, that's when they said you can't be on the streets.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, as soon as we got back in here,
Yeah.
the guy was like, oh, they just gave an order.
Yeah, order.
Actually, you're not allowed to be on the streets.
Can't be on the streets. So we had to hunker down here. Electricity was gone. AC
Yeah,
gone.
at some point the electricity goes, "Ooh."
Done.
And I was like, did they shut that off or did it go off?
It went off.
Because the wind was already kicking.
I think they shut it off.
He said, at first he goes, I think they shut it off. And then later, radio report, because Wi-Fi went off, but he still had data for a bit, and the data went off. Then he couldn't access his phone.
Yeah.
And he goes, we just turned on the radio on batteries.
It turned into the 1950s, like that.
Bro, coming up these steps and being up here,
Yeah.
the wind up here was fucking kicking.
It was crazy.
Scared. We had to tie up that water thing because that might come down.
Yeah.
That rope we put up there.
Yeah.
That roof. we
That
were
roof
seeing-
ripped.
We were seeing pictures of it going. I'm like, that ain't gonna be here.
It was pretty bad. Oh yeah.
That guy's gone. Those ones in the corner have a chance. These up ones don't. That one's gone.
Look out. Watch out. I mean, okay, we're in the eye of the hurricane right now. Sorry. Holy shit.
Nobody knows.
Nobody's out. Because it's the hat can't be. Woo. All right. Whoa. And then we didn't have
But
electricity.
they're like, be careful because something's gonna fly. If that roof went up, it started flipping and
cut your head off.
cut your head right off. If that water tank hit you, gone. It's explosion.
This
of
whole
brain.
thing was empty. Everything was tied down. Downstairs in the
You go a little
little
up the steps. You go,
courtyard, everything's
Calm.
gone. Everything was
everything
gone.
moved out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we kind of spent the night in like the little alley back there, with it raining.
There's something about this particular house that guarded it from the worst of the storm.
Yeah.
If you were closer to the ocean, because he was calling when he saw data, he goes, how is it there? They go, it's real bad here. 15, kilometer and a half
Kilometers, yeah.
closer to the thing, they're like, it's real bad. Here was like not so bad. And in the courtyard, it was guarded from the wind. He left his door open.
I mean, they boarded in our room. They boarded my We had
put a
water
bar.
coming in your room.
Water coming in.
Water coming in my room through the
I
AC.
had to put socks in the outside.
On
to
the
try to,
outside.
like,
Yeah, dude. It was
just
getting.
makeshift. And you're like, why don't you ask him for tape? I'm like, dude, fuck, shut. You're sitting there smoking one of those Monte Cristos or those Cohibas. Go, ask him for tape. You should get tape. And I'm like, I was getting so annoyed because there's one thing I love is when you're doing something and someone who's not doing it is telling you how you're doing it wrong.
One thing I hate is when you watch somebody doing something wrong. And they could just do 2 seconds, go, you got to tape it? Yeah, see. And then tape it, and then you're
It's
set.
raining, pouring rain on me. I'm trying to fucking stop it up.
Tape
You're like,
would've worked.
Nah, get tape, bro.
Tape
Get
would've worked.
This worked.
He had tape. You could have just got the tape.
This worked.
It worked okay.
Tape, it worked completely well. Stopped the leak.
And the plastic bag.
And the plastic bag also,
Tape would have worked great.
it would have pulled off because tape doesn't go great in water.
No, it would have stayed.
It stayed on wood and dirt.
It wasn't dirt. It's
Disagree. Hard disagree.
Agree to
Also, I
disagree.
nailed it, so.
Agree to disagree.
But I nailed it.
You didn't nail it.
It stopped.
It stopped.
It stopped it. The rain went harder and the leak went lower. So, did my attempts assist in the stopping of the leak?
You're a fucking leak.
You're Brett Leak, dead comedian with with cerebral palsy. Not cerebral palsy. What did he have, Brett Leak? He had muscular dystrophy. He had a great joke. He goes, "I have muscular dystrophy," and somebody goes, "I have he goes, "I have MS," and like, no. Oh, he goes, "I have muscular dystrophy." He was like, "Oh, MS," like, dystrophy. Duh. He had another one too that had nothing to do with that. He spoke about it for like 4 minutes, and then like, cause he came out like all this,
Yeah.
and he goes, I gotta say something. It was like my first MC gig was with him, and he goes, they gotta say 4 minutes and then move on to your observational stuff from before you had this degenerative disease. But he goes, the other one was, I saw a Goodwill van go by, and he looked at this Goodwill van, and he goes, I gave a pair of pants. Who gave a van?
I did a show with a kid. He was the middler.
Mm-hmm.
It was a black room that was trying to get other comedians to come in. I forget where the fuck it was, somewhere in the South. I show up, there's maybe 15 people there. All white people, all white kids, like, guys coming to see me. And then a black couple that fucked up. And then the middler, he had MS. And the host was this old black guy who he would be like, getting them to chant shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I forgot you do this in the middle of fucking
Well,
conversation.
no, because I put it
I
on
know,
a
but
rocking
I
chair.
forget when you do a podcast with you, you always get up and check.
Well, because it's a rocking chair and it
Yep.
rocked.
Yeah.
So it's not just.
It's a metal rocking chair. To get that to rock, you'd have to sit in it. It
No, I
weighs
saw it move.
500 pounds.
I saw it move.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can you play back now the part where it definitely moved?
The touristy part where the hotels are.
So we can show him.
hola.
Hey, Candela. What's up, buddy?
So,
What's up, smelly dog?
So the host goes up.
Saw him in the street. He comes running. I was like, that's the fucking dog.
Can I finish
Into
my
the
fucking
blood.
story without you fucking sidetracking?
The dog came, bro.
It's true.
You gotta
Yeah, right. Here's a dog. So the black guy goes up. He's hosting whatever. The kid goes up. His mom is in the front row to watch him. He's like, I have all that shit, right? The host goes back up and he goes, my impression. Say his name was Josh. He goes, my impression of Josh. To his mom. His mom is right there. She's like, I'm on the floor. I'm like, I can't believe this fucking guy's doing that. So, dude, that night, the hurricane night, no, you can't. I know everybody's worried about me. Dawn is fucking. I can't get in touch with her. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no way to talk to anybody. There's no internet. There's no
internet. You can't tell him
There's
I'm
no
okay.
electricity.
And you know the only news reports they're getting is there was a Force 3 hurricane in the place where your friends are.
Right.
And it wiped out the power.
Yeah.
Which is not a good sign.
We not have power for 2 days, right?
2 days, yeah.
2 days, no power. So we're in the complete darkness.
Mm-hmm.
The next day.
Luckily, it was started daytime. So we had about 4 hours of no power and heavy rain and full hurricane with at least some light. We had a sunroof in our place. So it's like, all right, we could see some stuff. You were able to cook some things.
We cooked food.
The gas was still on.
Yep. We cooked a little food. We had our shit going on. But the next day,
Hola, buenos días.
so the next day is when it got a little scary to me, because water was running low, food was running low. We didn't.
At some point, the water just goes off. The running water.
The running water's done because it's all in these tanks.
Yeah.
And
this chick next door is
I can
fucking.
relax. Go ahead.
She's washing her dishes all day. She's taking
Hey,
full
chill
baths. She's taking
Chill
full
out.
baths.
Chill. Go ahead.
He said, hey, you should be okay because you have 12,000 BTUs or whatever the fuck. And he goes, it's just the three of you using it. So, you should be fine for a few days. Just don't take crazy showers or anything. Just go rinse. I'm like, yeah, rinse and be done. That day, it's just like nothing. What? She's having water fights. She's filling up balloons. She's washing dishes all day and all night.
She did her dishes like 5 times.
It's like, it's not clean enough. She's got germophobia suddenly in the middle of this. She's taking baths. You looked in her place. She didn't have a shower.
She has a bath. I mean,
put enough water to drown in if you're drunk, and that's it.
We had nothing. No water, no nothing. Our food was running low. When it gets dark here, it was like the forest.
Pitch black. Plus cloudy because of the hurricane.
It was no moon, no night, complete darkness. We couldn't go out. We had to stay here. It was crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
We're getting updates from the radio here or there.
And
interesting how he said how they handle it. Because when we walked around, we're like, hey, these people aren't going to, like, we're in a very fort-like place.
There's water in the plants.
Oh, I thought it was pissing. I'm like, oh, you have a... I'm like, these guys have no chance. And he explained how it works with the evacuations. He was evacuated. I'm like, to where? The theater nearby.
Yeah, they come in mandatory take people.
Yeah, he goes, there's a Red Cross truck that slowly goes on the streets. He goes, they already know the addresses of stuff that has to be evacuated. And they go, you come, and people get in there. And I go, what if they don't? He goes, that's not permitted because it's a police state.
Yeah.
You just do. And he goes, also, you wouldn't want to stay.
Yeah.
You don't want a light drizzle fucks up your home.
Yeah.
A hurricane, you're like, help me. Get me to a gymnasium.
I mean, a lot of these roofs are old. They leak.
And some of them are open air. Like,
yeah, there's just no window, nothing.
Yeah, there's no wall on one side.
Yeah.
So it was interesting him going like, so how do you guys do it? Like, if you want to stay, you can stay. Like, why would you stay? I'm like, redneck. I don't know. Because it didn't hit the last 3 times.
Yeah.
It's American freedom. But it goes, if you say you won't, it goes, and then a cop takes you. And I asked, do you have time to get your stuff? They go, oh, yeah, it's very friendly.
Yeah.
Like, grab some things,
Yeah.
let's get in the van. I'll take you to a nice, safe place.
They actually put people in the theater next door.
So they do reports on deaths and stuff. 1 pregnant woman had to be rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And 2 old people were injured. No deaths.
No deaths.
0 deaths.
0 deaths.
As it hit this decrepit, fucking crumbling city.
So this is the wild part. The next day with no power was when it was getting a little hairy, and then that night it was another night, couldn't go out.
But the storm had passed.
The storm passed, but when the sun went down, and I said, we were gonna go walk around. He's like, I wouldn't do that.
Don't do that. He goes, maybe the end of the block, because there was a building near here.
There's a church down here that had electricity, a government building down here, and a church up here, and they always have generators. And during storms, they will, for money, let you charge your phone.
They start selling their power.
They start selling the power.
It's kind of shitty, but also like, if they couldn't make money off it, why would they get the generator?
So our plan, we're up here. It's dark out. Me and him are up here. You're downstairs. We're looking out that way.
Usually lights everywhere. I mean, we're on a roof. We're really above. We're at the kind of the highest level. Well, not there, but like, yeah, but just black.
It was black, and we're sitting there. All of a sudden, way out in the distance, it lit up orange, white, blue, green, just shot up into the air.
Like
and then
an explosion?
You heard this. Where he got so freaked out, he was left.
He came down and goes, I saw some crazy thing. He goes, I don't feel right. Like, that's unsettling.
Crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It looked like somebody was shooting, like shooting guns into the air at something.
Yeah.
or something blew up. And then we went on the map and we found out the electricity place, or electrical, is that way.
Wow.
And then we're all sitting here and we're like, we had this feeling lights are gonna come on. We kept saying it. I feel like the lights are gonna come back
Lights are
on.
coming on.
And then this building, lights went on the roof.
There was one light on the roof, and then the whole top floor lit up.
And then there was guys on the roof doing shit.
And then the whole top floor went off.
And then went back on.
And then went back on.
And then the light over here went on.
And you're like, wait, did they have power? Like, no, it was that one, not that one.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh,
But
hold
then
on.
the horizon kind of lit up.
Like sun was coming up in a few hours.
It was so weird.
In
and
an
then
hour.
we're sitting here and we're like, I feel like it's coming back on. I've never felt something like that in my life, where gratitude, it was like this, all of a sudden the lights shot back on this whole, all the lights came on.
It was like, ba, 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 on. It's, you ever have a turbulent flight?
Yeah.
And you land and people do clap? That was that sound.
The city lit up.
The city's vibe lit up.
Lit up again.
It was like, yo! You could hear people cheering. I was cheering.
Yeah. Everybody was coming out on their balconies.
You got
screaming.
video of that.
I got video of that.
You saw it coming on. You were already taping darkness.
I don't know if I got it coming on. I got it like literally half a second after it came on. It was fucking wild. We jumped up, got dressed.
Yo, let's go! Let's go! I wasn't even trying to do Spanish.
We we ran to the street to go hang out.
Oh,
and
God.
we went down here. We took a right. Over here we took a right. The thing wasn't open. We followed these people. They were all heading in one direction. We came to the big courtyard over here. There was
Plaza Viejo, I think.
Plaza. Yep. We come in there. It's lit up. There's a restaurant on the corner playing music. There's an Italian restaurant. Everybody's
Let's go celebrate with the city. Let's go celebrate with the city. We're all in this together now.
And I'm like, this is great. Let's sit here. We'll listen to the music. You go, you're doing this. This is what you do. No, it's not the vibe.
It's not the vibe.
It's not the vibe.
They're playing like club music.
Same vibe you had at the Buena Vista Club when we came in and they were playing that music. You were like,
That ain't it.
This
isn't
isn't
what I'm
it.
looking for.
This is not what I'm looking for.
And you'd be like, what are you looking for? Like, I can't explain it right. This ain't it.
And then you were like, let's go walk, we'll see. But we didn't realize that there was only this part of the city had lights.
They do it by importance.
Yes.
Of who gets back
And
what
this
when.
is the historical part of the city. And there's buildings here that are government owned. CNN is over there. So this part got electricity first.
Yeah.
And then we're walking up the streets in complete darkness, trying to head to, what's the place? The margarita place?
La Floridita Bar.
You wanted to go to La Floridita Bar. You wanted...
I was like, if they're partying, that's where we want to be.
The vibe is that. Cuban music. We need Cuban music. I don't want disco. I want this vibe. And I'm like, and I made that thing. Okay, I'm going with you. I'm not leaving you hanging. I'm not making you do corny shit. Let's go. It was fucking terrifying. You couldn't see the hand in front of your face.
You couldn't see the hand in front of your face. You definitely couldn't see the poop on the ground. Which
No.
you generally, you have to, you got to walk down. There's puddles and there's poop. And you got to walk with your face down.
And goat heads.
And occasional goat heads.
It's shit everywhere. I mean, you can't just walk. You have to veer around shit. People. I mean, it was terrifying.
We'd pass an occasional group of people at tables outside, listening to music or something, but in the dark or just kind of talking. But you didn't see them till you were about as close as I am to you right now.
Yeah.
And then you're like, shit. Nobody fucked with us.
Well, but here's the thing.
One person fucked with me.
I'm in my brain, and he's like, you don't want to be out there.
It's a rare place for you to be.
You don't want to be there at night. You don't want to be out there.
But that's when he said when there was blackout.
We were in the fucking blackout.
Then we did walk into the blackout.
We walked into the darkness.
Blackout.
Because you were like, what's over here?
At some point.
And the walk from there to La Floridita,
and we went the wrong way.
Is fucking not a short walk.
You know where we're going? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, good, we're good then. We didn't.
We got there. I got us there.
Yeah, we went around.
Well, I got us there from where we were.
Yeah.
We didn't come back here
At some
and then
point,
go straight up.
I realized, oh, actually, you're right. We're going deeper into the darkness.
I misunderstood what you said.
And I go, all right, let's turn
But
around.
here's what happens with me. When I get into dangerous situations, old Boston Bob comes out, where I'm just like, fucking, I want to fight. I'm going to kill somebody. I'm not dying here. You ain't taking me. Fuck this. Fuck this. And you're still like, and we're kind of like, what the fuck? I'm getting annoyed. You're getting annoyed at my annoyance.
Yeah, because I was like, let's turn around. You're right. This is like actually bad. Let's turn around. And then like 2 minutes later, you're like, this is fucking annoying. I can't fucking deal with this. And I'm like, no, bro. You had your chance. I said, let's turn around.
No. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
You said, you're right. Let's go.
back.
I said,
Let's go back.
I said we're too far towards the light.
Yeah. We've already come this far.
The
We're
light
going.
is that way, not that way. That's too far. Let's just go to the light.
Okay.
Which would be this place that would be, you said would be open.
I assumed every place was open.
Right. So I'm like, let's just get there. We're closer to there. I knew where we were, generally, that we'd go up here. But then we get to a park, which was, during the day, it's beautiful. At night, it's fucking Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And that's when I started, and then we started bickering a little bit. Then it got tense. And then when we walked up to the square, this guy walks up to you, and I'm like, can you, I just left.
By the way, it's not raining now.
It's not raining, there's no lights, which is worse.
Yeah.
I'd rather have rain. I'd rather have a hurricane.
Like it was dangerous.
I'd rather
I'm
have
like, dangerous, and nothing happened. By
I'd
the way.
rather have a Zone 5 hurricane
Yeah.
than complete darkness in a city like this, right? So
you're screaming. I tried to get you like, hey, buddy, when I said we could turn around, that's your last chance to complain. And when you said no,
yeah.
that means we're in this together.
Yeah, but
now.
your tone, here's the thing. I have aggressive. I have aggressive.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
This is what bugs me about passive aggressive people. It's still aggressive.
Yeah.
It's worse.
It's the best kind of aggressive.
It's the worst.
It's a very unique kind of aggressive.
It's good, but I'm not passive.
You know the worst kind of aggressive? Patent aggressive. When Patton Oswalt comes at you because
worst.
he's not strong.
No.
And he doesn't know how to fight.
No, he's
Patton
very small.
aggressive.
He's almost like a female.
Yeah, it's like, why would you do this, dude? This isn't your zone. Why would you stay aggressive, Patton?
Worst type of
Worst is patent aggressive. Yeah. Second worst is passive aggressive.
I said,
and then the
third is
best
Sean Patton. that
Sean
aggression
Patton
is
in general.
That's passive and aggressive mixed.
No, Sean Patton aggressive is like, come on, just do a shot. I'm like, I'm already drunk. Just do a triple shot of Jameson.
So I'm fucking like, we're so far away, and I know in my head we have to walk back through the darkness.
So we find a hotel that is lit up because they do have power.
We go into the
right?
hotel. We're bickering. We're fighting.
Like everyone assumed we were gay.
I didn't even think of that until right now.
You're trying to play it cool, and you're screaming at me. You're making them triangulate our location by your fucking bickers.
Well, at one point you were like, dude, fuck it. Just go. We're done. This
isn't fun.
You walked in. This is what you said. This really made me angry. Is you walked in, you went, this isn't the vibe.
Because we walked in, there's a cigar bar upstairs. It was like, oh, a nice, beautiful lounge
We were
lobby.
at the fucking place. We were there. And now we're in danger.
It was sweltering heat.
We're in danger because of you.
You came with a great movie idea.
We did. But so we have like this fight in this cigar lounge that had no AC. And you kept going, this isn't the vibe.
It was like, Bob, I know you're mad at me right now. And I know this is going to be the last thing you want to hear. This is not great. We're pouring sweat and we're sitting down.
And then we started arguing. But the thing with you have that gene in you where whatever, even if you're wrong, you'll apologize later, but you're gonna try to win the argument.
Because you anytime, if you can, I'll let you win an argument, but if you say anything incorrect, I'm like, I gotta stop you right there.
Well, you didn't understand the situation, what I was going through.
You're like, it was dangerous. I'm like, what danger?
So
we got here and nobody even tried anything
right,
on us.
Well, I don't know this. I don't know. Here's the thing. They tell you in a regular night to be careful, not in blackout.
But we're in the zone.
Right.
Of course. I didn't know. You're like, nothing was going to be open. I'm like, how did you know that? Because I know. I'm like, wait, you've been to Cuba before during a blackout and knowing that there's only partial turn-ons and not more turn-ons?
He said that. He told us. He said he said this, two things. He said they usually turn this part on first, right? And it's going to go back out again. Guaranteed it'll flicker on and off.
When we were at that
He did say that.
Yeah.
And so now all this information's in my head, right? So now we're sitting there, and then at one point, you said, you said, all right, you got to calm down, buddy, or we can't do
It's like, this isn't fun.
So I said,
Let's get out of here.
So I went, all right, and then you were arguing your point again, and I went, listen, if you want me to calm down, I just got to sit for a couple minutes.
Without fighting.
Without fighting. I can't argue your point because I'm the same as you. You're arguing, I want to argue back. It's escalating. I go, let me just sit for 5 minutes. And you go, you went like this. Okay. And we just sat.
No, a few times. You
Little
were
bit,
like,
but-
let's just sit. And I was like, and then I snipe.
You snipe.
Yeah, but then eventually, though,
Because if you see a weakness,
I snipe.
you snipe. So I was like, Ari. So we chilled. And then literally under 5 minutes.
Weakness.
When you think you're.
No, weakness. I'm saying weakness.
What?
1-0.
Self-esteem. Yeah, you went after my self-esteem, and you made me angry. Good.
The whole time you're playing, you're always on guard.
Well,
of like,
well played.
How can
Well
I play?
played.
Thank you. How can I play? I can either mumble, I can ask something. You did a lot of like, all right,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. And I'm like, eventually I'm like,
That's fucking great. That was good. You know what it reminds me of?
huh. Then you start going, excuse me?
So listen. So then we calm down. Everything's done. There's one thing I love about me and you. Over like that. It's
When
over.
you're like, hey, I'm used to danger. I've been beaten up before.
Yeah.
I saw a dangerous situation. My mind doesn't work
I
right.
go into a different mode.
Yeah, I said it's the same thing when I was in Spain. I told you this. In Spain, in Barcelona, looking for weed.
Yeah.
We're on the touristy, also a little bit pickpockety area.
Yeah.
I think Shane got robbed there actually when he was there years before.
Yeah.
Some guy's like, want marijuana? But he came up so fast, like, no. And then I'm like, fuck, I actually desperately needed marijuana. But he scared me. Luckily, 3 minutes later, someone's like, want marijuana? I was like, oh, yes.
The one thing that you have in an argument, when it's over, you'll have a good analogy to actually say, I understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
And then we went downstairs. I bought beautiful cigars, these little cigars. And then we're like, all right, let's go. We're walking back to
Before
the
that, I
car.
was like, stop. Don't leave the door yet. Let's plan it out. Because I think it's this way. Like, let's look again when we get to the door. And then I go, is the floor detail bar open? And the guy goes, they got power, but no,
Yeah.
no, they wouldn't be open. I'm like, fuck.
We walked
I
to
was
it.
like, how you doing? He goes, I'm really tired, man. I'm like, oh, shit. I thought he was going to be like, I feel great. We got power back. He's like, this ain't the first time.
So we had to walk.
But I said, hey, we're going to go, but if we see a light way, let's go the light way.
The only light way we saw was the end of.
Yeah, like, it's down there.
It's this little
It's
yellow
like
light.
looking through a pee hole.
And we were walking, and we just had to make it to the light. It seemed like forever. It was like a horror movie. We had to make it to the light. Came up with a great movie idea. We won't say that because we want someone to steal it.
Yeah, copyright.
And then we went back to the original spot,
And now, they had a live band playing.
much like the first night.
Yeah. They had a live band playing.
So sometimes it's bad, but it might be good.
Fucking Japanese analogy.
Sometimes is it bad or is it good?
Yeah.
I don't know, son.
Yeah.
We have to wait and see. And if we had waited for 5 minutes, the vibe
I
you
kind
wanted.
of hated that bar anyway because it was like when I walked by before the blackout, before anything, it was like, oh, this is super touristy.
Yeah, but it wasn't that night.
It wasn't. It was anyone out, like, something's open, let's go there,
And
drink.
they had
and then they just had to call the guy, like, hey, get down here, we're making money. So we'll play the radio until then. We'll
Yep.
play the Neptunes or some
Whatever
dumb
the fuck
whatever.
it was, yeah.
Some Bad Bunny. And then, it wasn't even Bad Bunny, it was like American, like, club
What
music.
was that?
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, my God.
What? What?
The bird just got caught up on that wire. It was trying to fly off. And it was 1-0, 1-0.
Oh, wow. Did you hire a bird guy to have a bird do that? That's fucking nuts. I hope that bird dies
Oh
now.
my God, it got caught around there. It
Good.
was trying to fly. I was like,
Fuck it.
I had to go save it.
Whatever.
See how fast I almost jumped up?
Did you see that?
Yeah, then we got there. I'm like, oh, this is the vibe. This is the vibe.
As soon as we got there, you went, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. Right? This is the vibe.
Do you remember? I just remember one thing that we saw before we went, because at the very end of that first block, it was pitch black. I was like, let me just go to the block. And you're like, I don't want to go in the darkness. This is before we went off into the fucking,
yeah.
into the Warriors.
I didn't want to go in the darkness.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just want to go to the corner, like literally 2 doors down from where it gets dark, and just look both ways.
Oh.
And I did, But while I was going down there, saw a guy with an own dog, real husky, and said, you know, Pachicho, come. The dog starts to walk, goes to one lady who's sitting there, lifts his leg, and just pisses all over her fucking leg.
The whole restaurant went, no.
Yeah, everybody's
And
like,
just
no.
watched the dog.
There's nothing to do.
This alpha dog just walked up to a lady and pissed right on her, and his owner didn't say
He
shit.
was like, and then walked quarter block, and then the dog attacked another dog, and it kept going. I'm like, Jesus.
But we stayed there.
Some nice old lady. She was like 70.
She took it too. She didn't even she just took it. And then we got fries, we had drinks, we smoked cigars. It was fucking exactly what we wanted to do.
We met this will take us into one of the last parts. A German guy goes, hey, are you guys staying here for a minute? What do you speak English?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. He goes, can you watch my drink?
I'm pretty sure I went to C.
I think I did too. And I was like, kind of like, I don't want to admit I do speak English. I was like, I want to practice Spanish. And he goes, I'm going to my casa. It's right here.
Yeah.
Can you watch my beer? I poured a beer. Can you watch it for a second? Sure. And he comes back. He was like, thank you. Appreciate it. He showed me the cigar he got from Vinales.
Yeah.
We couldn't end up going.
Yeah.
Because it's so well done. Only $10. It would be 40 or 50 where I'm from. Where are you from? Oh, near Cologne. Okay, cool. Because, you know, you've been to Germany? Yeah, Munich and Berlin. It's great. Love it. Yeah. And he goes, and you're, I'm like, America. He goes, did you vote? I was like, dude, I'm not talking about the election. Right, no, but politics, no religion. I'm like, yeah, but I'm saying, me and my friend have now, at this point, 3 days after the election, when was this? Thursday night. Don't know.
Yeah.
We're trying to actively stay away.
Still don't know.
Still don't know.
We don't know who won the election. It is Saturday.
It's Saturday. And what helped was no way of communicating with the outside world.
The hurricane helped us.
The hurricane helped us. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, what do you, I'm like, and he goes, well, I just, don't do it. And we had to do that so many times. People like, that's my most commonly used Spanish word.
Yeah, that was a great night.
The guy with the fucking wheels that thin on the fucking 1974, I forgot the name of the car they drove us to the beach. That guy,
Yeah.
he was like, I'm like, I don't,
Nope.
I even said I'm from Canada.
And then we went back to the casa. I think we had cheese and crackers again. We had a little candlelight. No, we had lights that we had.
Candlelight was the night before. You
Yeah,
went
the
to
night
sleep
before.
eventually, and I came back, like drank another beer, came back.
You went out? Oh, you went out again?
No. The night the hurricane ended during the blackout.
Right,
And then we came back. I woke you up. It was a blackout.
Yeah.
Hurricane just passed. We're like, okay, it's getting lighter now. The eye of the hurricane passed just
We
to
don't
the
need
left
to know
of Havana.
this. They don't need to know this.
Yeah, they do. They do. And you're like, I'm gonna go read. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have another beer with the owner. You know, I don't want to like take off immediately.
No.
Another beer. I get back.
I did go read.
Great. Congratulations, buddy. So we're in a blackout the last blackout was 4 days,
Yeah.
and it wasn't caused by a hurricane.
No.
He was telling us, he goes, hey, the power went out. It's still raining. They actually can't even start the process of
Right,
it yet.
yeah.
This one might be, and it's coming on the heels of the other one. This might be really
And I
bad.
forgot to charge my power brick.
Didn't charge your power, so that was at 0.
Two of the power bricks out of 3 were not charged.
Very limited power.
Very limited.
I come back.
Yep.
You said, hey, when you leave, you had this little light that was slowly dimming. Get the light.
Yep.
I was like, okay, got that. I come back. You were asleep in bed with your phone, asleep in bed, your phone playing out loud and with full brightness, Deadpool versus Wolverine.
2.
Deadpool 2.
Was it 2 or 3?
I don't know, Bobby, because I just wanted to shut it down. I'm not looking to see the fucking plot line at that point. I'm like, are you out of your mind? You're watching movies? Bro, we need every ounce of it we can get. And you're watching films.
I had hope.
Not even originals, sequels. And I'm like, are you, what the? And I just turn it off. And you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He goes, well, I didn't know I was gonna fall asleep. He didn't fall asleep.
I need things in the background to make me fall asleep.
You and the chick, we come down, she's doing words with friends. Are you fucking out of your mind? There's no place to plug anything in. She's taking baths, you're watching fucking Deadpool.
It was a mistake.
I turned my phone on for 7 seconds to put it on low power mode and then turn it back off.
Yeah. It was a mistake.
Okay.
It was a mistake.
Okay.
But then, the next day,
Power's on now.
you got to give me credit. You got to give me credit for this. You underpack, I overpack. I brought light. I brought freeze-dried survival food. That with mac and cheese we ate.
Oh God, that was great because the gas did work.
The gas worked. I had everything you could possibly want. I had.
We cooked a lobster that first day before it came because
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, the freezer's gonna go.
Yep.
You want to cook it?"
Yeah.
Bobby's like, I mean, I grew up in Massachusetts. I cook it. They're like sick. Literally, the chick is a chef.
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, he grew up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
4 lobster tails."
Yeah.
She goes, "I don't eat food." Okay, fine. So 4 between 3 of us.
Yeah.
The host is just kind of like touching at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're not gonna eat it?" He goes, "I get sick for overcooked seafood."
I overcooked it. He
And-
goes, no offense.
No offense.
But
I won't
when
offend you.
someone says that, offense is coming. I overcooked it. Here's why.
And he goes, "Why didn't you say you want to cook that way?" He goes, "The guy said he's from Massachusetts and he grew up around lobster. I want to be rude.
You're supposed to
Double-check."
cook it very short, one side. But here's the thing: I wanted to, whatever was in it. I wanted us to not. Where are you going?
See if that's on.
I didn't want to get sick. I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'd rather overcook it
Yeah.
and just eat it than fucking, I'm not fucking Gordon Ramsay, fucking lobster tails. He pulled out of a back room, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Frozen.
But, so yeah, the next day,
Thursday.
Friday. We already went through Thursday. Thursday was the fight.
Right.
Friday, beach day.
Beach day. Gorgeous beach.
Dude, that was probably every single day of this trip. We've done something epic.
$40 round trip, which included the round trip included. He left. He told us what time. 3:30. Okay. Included the guarantee that he will come back.
Pick us
It's
up.
2020.
Yeah, and
He
did.
goes, "It's 15 if you just want to go.
Yeah.
I got to come back and
If
it's 40."
you tell this guy to come, that's the greatest part. Transportation here. See,
Bro, the
Oye, a una muchacha, otro huésped de la salida mediodía.
salida mediodía.
Sí, de Chicago,
Oh yeah.
a mediodía.
Yeah,
Sí.
2 horas más, 3.
Bueno, yo guardo las maletas
Ah,
y después
okay.
la vienen a buscar.
Ahora?
No, a la mediodía.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
mediodía.
Yeah,
what?
Así entra a limpiar la señora, da tiempo.
yeah, todo.
See,
Yeah.
what is it?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
1 hora?
¿Eh?
1 hora. We'll take up the maletas. Take out.
No, al mediodía,
Mhm.
a las 12,
Yeah, see? Oh yeah.
Chicago,
Mhm.
y yo guardo maletas y viene y
Okay.
busca las maletas
Yeah.
después,
Yeah.
a la hora
Bueno.
que quiera.
Okay,
Sí.
listo.
What?
Una hora, 2, 3. ¿no?
Okay.
What?
We gotta take our stuff out at 12.
Oh,
We're good.
12.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
see.
yeah. Okay.
Gracias.
Buena.
We need a transportation to the airport.
Dude, he doesn't.
They do it.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand what you're saying.
Um,
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it later.
Okay.
We got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Airport.
No, buddy. We'll do it later.
Drive to the airport.
Sí, un taxi aeropuerto.
See?
Yeah.
What times?
11.
No.
No. What time? 2.
No.
No.
just
1.
A la 1.
1:30.
1.
media.
1:30. Not 1.
1:15.
1:30.
1:30.
What's that?
1:30.
What's that?
1:30.
One-
Ajá.
See.
Yeah.
1:30.
Yeah. Okay.
See.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias.
I got there.
You did. You did this fun thing where you learn one word and then you just scream it at them. You're just like, whatever it is. You want to be like, "Hey, where can I hang up my hat?" You just go, "Hat."
I
hat,
talk
hat,
to-
hat, and they're like, "I don't." Yeah, you have a hat.
I talk to all foreign people like they're deaf. I'm like this.
You actually got that one. So the beach was great. $15 for the whole day.
Dude, the water here is like Aruba. If better, the sand was better.
$50 for the whole day for the guy who set up 2 lounge chairs, 2 chair chairs, an umbrella.
Yep.
Whole day, $15.
Coconut.
But the guys would come by with coconut, Conron or not Conron.
Yep. And then he
Is
got
it where
us
the Ron Bennington's named after an alcoholic Spanish drink?
Conron.
Ron.
Ron. Maybe.
It's rum.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
He is from
doomed.
Tampa.
He was really doomed.
And he is Spanish.
Yeah.
Food.
It ruled. And he goes, "Let me know. I'll put in your order." Then I got a lobster. You got chicken, rice.
Yeah.
He said, "And vegetables." I'm like, "No, don't take it. Fucking put the vegetables.
Yeah.
Bone to
Don't
pick.
eat. Don't
Bone to
eat.
pick.
salad.
Tip. Don't eat any raw vegetables because it's been washed with the local water, which is the bacteria.
And no Freon.
No Freon?
Free.
Don't eat Freon?
Don't eat ice.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Sin
no
hielo.
yellow.
That was the first term I taught you. Sin hielo, por favor.
Sin hielo, por favor.
God, that beach was fucking awesome.
Dude, it was, I mean, if I came here with Don and Max, I would just go there every day.
Yeah.
Be on the beach, food.
We were talking about capitalism, too.
The people that come by, like usually at like Bahamas, they're aggressive.
I heard Redondo Beach is like that.
Oh, well, this beach
Verredondo,
was
whatever it is.
great. They were not that
Occasional,
aggressive. Occasional.
yeah.
The guy with the hat came
Some
over.
guy started playing music, a bongo and a guitarist, and I was like, no, I just want tequila.
And they came over, they played.
Yeah, they played.
And then
I
you
looked over for Bob. He was,
I was pretending to be asleep.
but pretending so hard that I was like, they're, I mean, as close as we are. So
like this.
at some point I was like, I'm actually worried because this is beyond reasonable act out.
I thought they were leaving, and I looked up, and you had them right in front of me, playing to me. I mean, screaming in my face their song.
I put my hat on my table, my chair. He starts looking at it. He said something about the hat. I was like, oh, it's a hat. He's wearing one of those DC hats or whatever.
Yeah. DG.
DG, yeah. And he keeps saying something about the hat. And I thought he was joking. I couldn't quite understand it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then it hit me like, oh, you want a chain? You want a cambio?
Right.
And he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, you just like gray? I had a Foundation Cigars hat.
Yeah.
I don't wear hats. I have my Yankees hat. That's the only one I need. So I brought a lot of stuff here to throw out.
Right.
Give to Goodwill and whatever. And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. I mean, this is the only day I was going to use it. I haven't used it the whole time anyway. I was like, sure.
You changed hats with the dude.
Cambio.
It's great.
He was put it on, his hat, so fucking sweaty.
He loved his new hat.
He loved his new hat, bro. He loved it.
Yeah, the
And I was like,
water.
yeah, I'll change with you.
Water was great. I mean, it was such
They
a
put
great.
a table right in front of us.
They come out with the
fork
table.
and knife, yeah.
Almost like a 4-star restaurant.
Yeah, when the food came.
Even though the table was a half a star.
Table wasn't great.
It was dirty.
It's a dirty table.
Yeah, but fuck all that. It was fantastic.
We were talking about the idea of capitalism too, that would ruin this. They'd turn it into Verdando or turn it into Aruba. Like hotels everywhere and nothing.
If they take the sanctions off, America's going to come in here full force, and that beach will
Ruin
be
it.
Marriott's.
It'll be
Holiday
more
Inns.
accessible to more people, but less valuable to a smaller amount of people, the ones that go there.
I just don't know. I think it would still be good for the people here because they would make more money.
But
They would make money.
you
All
ruin
these
a
people.
natural place for the sake of more money for some.
Every person over here or over there.
It'd be outside investors making the money.
Yeah, but no, but there would be jobs, and
There'd
they'd
be
make in
jobs.
dollars.
There'd be jobs.
There'd be dollars.
Yeah, they'd be getting
getting paid. They'd be getting paid a lot of money. Maids,
Yeah.
chefs.
I heard Verradondo Beach is like nonstop hawkers,
Yeah.
nonstop buggers.
Yeah, this was not bad. I mean, there was a lot of them, but not.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. No, and they just keep moving.
And I was like, how much for the rum thing?
Here's-
You called the guy back. He was offered you fake cigars.
Oh, fake cigars.
Shitty fake cigars. And you're like, I might get these. Like, you already have, these are fake ones. And you're like, how much was it? You're like, 10 pesos. I'm like, oh, 10 pesos. Because I bought a 20 peso hand rolled, like a bodega cigar. I was like, oh, for 20 pesos, let me try it. I got nervous, same thing, got nervous. I was like, I saw 20 and I kept walking. You were like walking back from the Hotel Nacional, whatever. And I saw it, I wanted to stop. You're going, I'm like, wait. And Bob, hold on a second. I think I want to get those.
It was because it was in the house of a woman.
And it was only 20. I'm like, that's cents. It's only cents. 30's $1, so we're talking about like 70 cents,
Yeah.
I think. No, 300's $1. So it's like 15 cents, whatever it is. And I was like, yeah, let me get one. And then, but I had to stop, walk, and come back again. And those were 20. These are 10?
Yeah.
And I was like, and you're like, yeah, it's 10 pesos. I'm like, oh, 10 pesos, dude, that's like 6 cents.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, who cares if they're fake? Like, hey,
Call
come
them
on
back.
Like, here's a 10. And the guy's like,
$10.
what the fuck are you doing?
It's $10.
He goes, and you're like, oh, I thought it was pesos. He goes, how could you think it's pesos? you can't buy a bottle cap for fucking 10 pesos. And you're like, oh, well, I don't want it.
Here's how you get rid of them, though.
But he wasn't
If
like,
you don't want the cigar guys bugging you on the beach, just have a cigar, because they know you got them. You already bought them
There you
from
go.
somebody else, or
Yeah.
you have them. You're not going to buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that day ruled. Drove back, almost hit a few people.
Oh, that car. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got back. We went. We got a little food and a little coffee.
I went out to try-
bonbon.
Cafe bonbons are great.
Cafe Bonbon is
Condensed
my
milk.
new favorite coffee, by the way.
Anywhere that has it, try
We
it.
did
It'll
that.
remind you of this place.
We did that, and then we went back, got dressed.
I bolted to try to.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, you left.
I was like, I want to find a case of those.
How happy were you to not be alone?
Oh, great. Because I made a hard line. I was going fast because I was like, it's going to get dark in about an hour and a half. I got to get there and get back. And I don't know if it's in the shitty part of town. And I had, by the way, because I might have stopped back for souvenirs. So I had probably $150 worth of pesos on me.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Like strapped like this.
It's probably that much.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm not slowing down. I went to the place, couldn't find it, walked up and down, tried to find an up in place to buy you a couple Hoyo 3s. Went to the wrong spot, came back, didn't find it. Anyway, but I got back.
Yeah, you got back. I was on the balcony listening to Cuban music, smoking a bat, having
You greeted
coffee.
me in Spanish.
Oh,
You gave me an hola.
hola.
It's like, hola, senor.
Yeah, because it was like you were going there. I'm like, let him just go do
You
his
need
thing.
some travel tip. We're traveling with a partner. Have some alone time.
You need some alone time. Because what you do and what I do are two different things.
Yeah.
I got up, called Max and Dawn, I went on the balcony, I made coffee, I got a fat fucking cigar.
You don't want somebody going, hey, come on.
I
the
was
whole time
playing
you're doing
Cuban
it.
music, the sun was going down, dude. I was in I could sit on that balcony all week long, by the way.
Yeah.
Love it. And you went,
Quit with the fucking cord.
the cord never was here. This is her spot. All of a sudden they put a fucking cord up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
You know, it's like somebody putting a fence up around your house. You'd be like, what the fuck is this?
What would that be? Nice
Yeah, but
try.
look at that.
Nice.
You see that?
Yeah, she picked up a dove, like a fucking dove in Noah's Ark.
Wild.
Brought back a twig.
It's mating season.
She's getting that to like trade for pussy.
No, she's making a nest for eggs.
I'm thinking of a different kind of mating.
And then last night, we had the night we got into the fight, we had last night.
Floridita.
We went to Floridita, and then
Did a little research. They were like, "There's a lot of locals that go there. It's some tourists, but it's mostly locals."
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We saw some fucking weird kid pick his
Some
nose.
guy came in so fucking stoked. He had the wrong vibe.
But the right vibe for us.
Because we were staring at him. Even the Mexican girls, those hot fucking big booty Mexican girls,
Yeah.
they started filming the music and they just turned and started filming this guy. I mean, he was in the singer's face. like you're singing, Bailamo, and he's just like, and then sometimes he'd get in his head and he'd just go.
He started to sulk. For some reason, he was sulking.
We saw cool old people dancing. I saw a lot of old people here that I want to be.
Yeah. You know when people get so drunk that they go through emotions?
They whip through them.
It just goes, I'm fucking free. And then they're
Nobody
like,
likes me.
yes, exactly. I'm fat.
I mean, he picked a little bit, and then I really zoomed because he kept staring at this chick's ass.
Yeah.
You know, I thought he was. I don't think he was actually. And then
don't-
eventually, dug in. This is the second nose pick we've had since Harlan told me about a great nose pick in India.
So far up, he got up to here.
What'd you say happened to him?
He turned it. His eyeball popped out,
To make room.
and then he picked it, and then he flicked it. We got the flick.
Flick.
Oh man, that was great. That bar was great. I mean, and the service kind of sucked a little bit, but
Yeah, I was like, well, we want a virgin daiquiri. It's where the daiquiri was invented. Hemingway hung out there all the time. There's a picture from 1951.
Statue.
Pre-Bay of Pigs. Statue of him in the corner. Where Muriel Hemingway, there's a picture of her sitting by the statue. It must have been his spot.
that was his spot.
He knew the owner. The owner was a mixologist.
Yep.
Came up with the daiquiri, or that kind of daiquiri. Came up
Started
with
sweeping floors. He was a floor sweeper. Knew how to make mixed drinks. Came up with the daiquiri.
became friends with Hemingway.
And then he opened up that place. Then there was a hotel, Florida.
Florida,
And they opened
Florida
up
Hotel.
this Floridito is Little Florida. And they came up with that. That's how they got the name.
And man, so I asked for a virgin, whatever for you, and a bottle of water. Bottle of water came, my mojito came. I had all the mojito, Cuba Libre, daiquiri there. I had all the fucking drinks I should have here. And then we just I wanted to cheers, and I'm waiting for this virgin daiquiri. And then eventually I'm like, hey, the daiquiri goes, yeah. And then eventually again, I'm like, hey, the virgin daiquiri.
He
It's
didn't
yeah.
like you, dude.
Then he comes back, and I was like, hey, the daiquiri. He goes, ooh. He goes, "Why is that?" You know, and then it comes. Yeah, he didn't like me.
But at the end, he wound up being
He
a
was a
great
gang
guy.
member. Then he explained to you the history of Florida.
I asked him the history of the Floridita. He told us the whole history. Very nice. He had a hair lip.
He had a hair lip. I think he was cut in the gangs.
And then he had a
Noticed the
Joaquin
hair lip.
Phoenix. Hi, Bird. And then,
It was the gayest thing I've ever heard you do.
hi, Bird.
The way you said it, and the words too.
The reason why she's getting caught up in the wire, she's trying to take the wire for her nest.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, she wants that wire for
What a
her
dumb
nest.
fuck. And then we went to, we passed drag night sign.
Yeah.
The night before.
Yeah.
Let's come here tomorrow. Drag night Friday. Mm-hmm. Fuck. Okay, if you remember. Like, where was that? Like, oh, we didn't mark it down.
Nope.
Same as the coffee shop we never found again. We had one amazing cup of coffee. Actually, the guy here made us another great one. Those are the two highlights of coffee, and the bonbon. 3.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we didn't write it down or even mark it in our calendar. We're like, well, that's a mistake. But we found it. You found it.
I'm good.
Yeah, you found it.
I'm good with map. Once I get the map in my head, I know where the fuck we
Bro,
were.
and that was the vibe.
That was the best vibe. I think the best vibe so far.
It was a trans lady, not trans,
no
a drag queen.
100% drag
singing,
queen.
but not even trying to raise her voice high, just singing karaoke.
Singing like a dude.
And then she passed the mic to regular people. It really was just like a drag lady was running the night.
The reason why it was cool, they took over the whole street.
The whole street,
They
the one
put
clean street, the one clean block in this whole fucking town.
Clean block. They had tables on each side. The whole block was blocked off with people singing, dancing.
They had a samba line
Oh,
that passed by us.
Fucking great. It was great. It was great.
We got some tostones con guacamole.
The waitress was awesome. She spoke English.
She was cool. She's
cool
like,
as shit.
I'm like, you have Papas Fritas? She goes, no.
Yeah.
We love Papas. And she goes, hey, we have tostones with guacamole. And I'm like, okay.
It's great. It's great. I mean, great vibe.
She had a massive, that drink was huge.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everything was great.
And
there.
then the last day, we're like, you're gonna get the mojito with the ice? Because the day before, I was like, no ice in my mojito.
Yeah.
The first day, and I was like, yeah, it's the last day. Let's test it.
Let's
It's
get
not gonna
sick.
ruin my vacation.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I didn't even shit today.
No, I haven't got sick once. We did good. We did good. And ending it off last night, beach.
Smoked a cigar out there by the
Smoked a cigar with
by the drag night.
drag night.
I sang along with it. You thought I was singing a Spanish song by heart. I was.
I have
reading
video
it.
of it. I was like, he knows Spanish. He's doing. Because I know how excited you are about speaking fluently, and I'm like, he's singing the song.
And you're like, how the fuck? And then you're like, looked at, I like 10 minutes later, you're like, oh.
You're just reading Spanish. Yeah, that was awesome. Last night was great. Good cap off to this trip.
Listen, when you're planning a vacation, let's wrap this up. When you're planning a vacation, there's things that are gonna get in the way. None less than a 3rd degree hurricane.
3rd degree. Okay, we'll go with
passing
that.
6 kilometers away from you.
Yeah.
But we rolled with it.
Yeah.
It actually became more. We didn't get to go to Vinales,
Nope.
which just changed our plans. We didn't get to go to Finca de Hemingway, that sucked. We should have done that day
Go
one.
back.
I'll be back.
Be back.
Yeah, I really wanted to do that. And also, but we did, the next day, the owner of this casa was like, oh, go out. This will be very interesting for pictures and to see the destruction. You're gonna go see the day. I'm like, that was interesting to me.
That was wild,
At
yeah.
9 a.m. to go out, see the morning after, you see people like sweeping water out of their homes,
Yeah, the trees all down.
trees all down.
Even at the hotel, that huge tree came down at the Hotel Nacional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Museum de Revolucion I wanted to do. That was
Yeah.
closed the day before the hurricane.
It's been closed every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think a tip that you would give,
Dude.
she's not getting stuck. She's just
Look
trying to
there.
take it.
Yeah.
Stop with the bird.
She had it on her leg.
She's not gonna. She's be fine.
Okay. God, I hope it dies now.
I do too.
Yeah.
I hope it dies in front of you. I hope it wraps around
Yeah.
its neck.
It wraps on your neck.
We'll throw it down. Somebody will eat it.
Someone will eat it. I did see somebody selling those, holding them by the legs.
I tell you this though, the videos I watched all helped. Helped a lot.
Did a little research.
Do a little research. It is not a dangerous city. You'll be bugged. You'll be bugged. People will bug you.
They don't have luxuries here.
No, so just go, hey, say no, and just keep walking. Say no, por favor.
Oh, here's a tip, what he told us to say. Vivo aquí.
Vivo aquí, would you live here?
You gotta say with a slightly better accent than that, but
Vivo,
yes.
Vivo
Vivo aquí.
Vivoki. Vivoki. Here's the problem with me is I
That's wrong.
go Vivoki.
Yeah.
Vivo.
Like, what's Vivoki?
Vivoki.
Vivo aquí.
Vivo aquí.
Yeah.
You say it too fast. This is your problem with you. When you teach me words, you say it the way it's supposed to be said.
Okay,
Instead of
you're
going, you gotta talk to me, Vivoki, like I can't hear. Vivoki.
Vivo aquí.
Vivo aquí.
You're right.
Vivo aquí.
You're right. I'll work on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, give up on
Bring
the idea
dollars.
of luxuries.
Bring dollars.
Bring dollars, bring ones.
Bring your expectations way down. Fuck food.
Oh. We forgot something. So we go.
Oh, I forgot something too.
We get back from the beach.
Yes.
I was like, maybe you should drop us off near where the little rolled cigars are, like the local cigars. And those were good. You could just chew on them like Clint Eastwood. I really like those.
They're like Italian cigars.
She goes, do you want a whole box? I thought she meant, do you want a box to hold this in? And I was like, don't waste it. But I realized later, yeah, a whole box for 200 or 400 pesos, like $1.
Yeah. Stupid.
Anyway, we're like, no, let's get a coffee. You're like, I'll do either one. And I was like, yeah, you're tired. It's fine. I was like, I'll go walk out there. But we got a bonbon near the square. And I mean, little kids were touching us, going, give me some French fries. Hey, give me $1. And the guy there was like, psst, psst, beat it, beat it, beat it.
Love
Some
that
woman
guy.
comes over, like, where are you from? And it was like, ugh, and she just turned, walked away. Beat it, beat it, beat it. You go in to pay. Is this what you forgot?
I forgot.
Okay. You go in to pay.
Yeah.
I'm out there waiting.
Yeah.
I see a woman excitedly, I mean, there's got to be a word for more than excitedly, running out, staring at a bill, at a unit of currency. I couldn't see what it was. A smile that was like the first time you fell in love. And the chick's like, I love you too. I like you too. It's 7th grade, even then. Turning it over, and I'm like, wait. Beelines for a guy who's standing with another guy. He takes it, he's looking at some other guy staring over his shoulder. He's smiling. I'm like, that's the two. That's the fucking two.
I walk out.
They turn back, they all look over where it might have come from.
I walk out and you immediately go.
You gave me the two, didn't you? You gave me that too, didn't you? And you're like, how do you know that? I'm like, bro.
Let me tell you something. I handed that hot chick a 2. She lit up. She lit up. She went like, oh. And then the lady that works there, the manager, went like this. Give me
it to
that.
me.
And
You
she
work for
took
me
it.
now.
She took it, put her glasses on. She looked it up and down like it was a rare archaeological find, and then ran out of the building. And I was
The
like,
guy took it, put it
I
in
was
his
like,
backpack.
fuck.
They were all talking now. Everything's coming up in the world. Just think, 2 days ago we had a blackout. Maybe our home was gonna be destroyed. And now we're sitting here with a 2. I mean, I was like, you were out like, hey, I got something. I'm like, I already know, buddy. I already know.
Yeah, the 2 worked.
And he was like, how much did you get, Bob? He goes, how much did they trade it for? I'm like, $7. Which is not true.
Well, dude, this was a great trip.
A great trip.
I'm
so glad I held it. I was gonna go 2-3 years ago. I had 10 days, 12 days off, and I was gonna go straight from there. And I was like, hey, you wanna go? I remember calling you, I was in lockdown from COVID in Tampa, in Lakeland. Had COVID, and I was like planning it, and I was like, do you wanna go? And you're like, I can't go on 10 days notice.
Yeah.
I do. And you're such a cigar guy. Really, you're the #1 first cigar guy in comedy. Not Milton Berle taste, but in my generation-ish of comedy.
Yeah.
You're the cigar guy. Everyone else got into it now, but you've always been into it. You got me into it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I'll save to go with you.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I did.
Me too, dude. This has been this is one of the best trips of my life.
What a people were like, Bobby's not going. I'm like, why not? He goes, trust me, he's not gonna come. I'm like, why? He's got a family. I'm like, yeah, they'll be there.
Yeah.
They'll be there when he's back.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, can you go? Man, what a fucking blast that was. And we still don't know. It's Saturday morning. We still don't know the president. And I'm hoping to not know.
I want to know till
I'm gonna know as long as I can, but we're already 5 days is great. Hopefully we've passed by all the anger,
Yeah.
all the screaming at everybody.
Hopefully
all the, like,
somebody got
it's
picked.
your fault.
So,
Well,
we
so
don't
I
know
did this
that.
in Ecuador, and I'm like, I'm not gonna find out. I talked to Jay like a week later, Big Jay. I was like a week and a half later. I was like, I'm not finding out who won the president. I still don't know. He goes, neither do we. And I was like,
Wow.
what? He goes, oh yeah, they're doing recounts. It's not gonna be a while. I'm like, oh my God, okay.
I'm gonna try to find out on the bonfire Monday at 5 o'clock.
Tell them before you come in, just say, hey, I don't know yet. I still don't know.
Yeah.
Don't say a word, no spoilers, not even hints.
Yeah.
Jay's bad at that.
Yep.
He'll be like, well, let me just tell you one thing.
Exactly.
And I hate when somebody's like, let me just say one thing. I'm like, no spoilers. I'm gonna watch the show you just said. And it's been great to miss it all because so much anger. So much anger. And last time was 3 months of it. This time was just about 2 weeks, but it's going to be
Not
the next
only
week.
this at
You
all.
did it.
No social media.
No social media.
No bullshit.
I
no
feel
nothing.
clean, clear.
Yeah.
I got one text to your phone that needed me, and it just made me in a foul mood for a day.
You had to take care of that, though.
I had to take care of it.
You took care of it.
Yeah. Put me in a foul mood. The rest of that day I was fucked. I was like, I need to get clean. I need to get clear. And then I did. I'm back to vacation Ari, which is the best Ari. By the way, little tip, if you notice, when I think clearly like this, it's when I say something I shouldn't say. This next week on podcast, I might fuck up. I gotta remember that. Don't fuck up this time.
Yeah, please don't fuck up.
Yeah.
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 It's a great trip. Great place
trip.
to visit. Definitely come here if you can.
Definitely
And-
come here. Hopefully the embargo ends at some point, but
Yeah.
Democrat and Republican
Not
presidents
dangerous.
have not changed it back, so
Not dangerous.
not dangerous.
I mean, you might get robbed,
Worse, you'll lose your
Worst-
money, but it won't be a lot. You're gonna
No.
be walking around with at most $50 worth of pesos on you.
something like that. And remember that wad of pesos is fucking $10.
They don't
20
take
bucks.
any American credit cards.
Yeah, no American credit cards, and your cell phone ain't gonna work. Cell
But
phone,
download Google Maps offline,
Google Map and translate.
Google Translate.
Google Translate and download Spanish and Google Maps. That saved me. The Google Maps offline was epic.
Yeah,
Just having that.
Yeah.
You know.
buddy, this is a fucking great trip.
Great
This is a great trip. Where do you want to go next? Anywhere? Not with me, but anywhere in general?
I think I want to go to Rome with the family.
Wow, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Never been?
I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all over Europe, but she's never been. So I think Rome.
Yeah, this was a fucking sick.
I'm thinking Amsterdam, go to Paris, and then go to
I
Rome.
got a tip for you for Amsterdam.
Yeah?
There's a museum there, a modern museum.
Yeah.
It was like not a big tourist spot. I gotta find the name of it, but it was that. I would recommend that.
Yeah.
Bro, this was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great. And it makes me want to come back so I can go to Vinales, I can go to Hemingway Finca.
Yeah. Well, if you
I
come
can
back,
go to
I'll
more
go with
music.
you.
I go to LM and go to fucking reggaeton.
We should come back, stay here, or stay in Vinales.
Vinales, yeah.
Vinales,
Couple
and bring somebody else with us.
Yeah. And here's one last tip. Bring some stuff to give away. Since they can't get anything, it's not about the money.
Yes.
It's about like
Ask them first.
Ask them. Do you need anything? They might go light bulbs.
Yeah.
Like it won't be a major thing, and they'll pay you back. Or it might be a super minor thing.
Yeah.
That your little bottle opener carabiner is like, ah.
Yeah.
And he goes, you can't. He's like, I just couldn't find. There's no REI here.
Yeah. You can't.
So you're like, you keep it.
Yeah.
So for that, for $7.
Oh, I'm gonna charge them for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
charge it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring some stuff for them.
Yeah.
And man, what a fucking blast.
Last trip. Now.
Also, you could see this. You said this over and over again. You can imagine these places before the crumble.
Yeah.
And this could have been like Paris. This could have been
I mean, better.
the most epic.
It would have been better than
coolest spot.
Europe because there's the beach. It's in the
You
Caribbean.
would have amazing coffee. You would have amazing tobacco.
Yeah.
You would have amazing sugar cane.
Yeah.
You would have 5-star hotels. Music everywhere all the time.
Caribbean water.
Oh,
It really is the perfect place.
great fucking trip. Great
trip.
fucking trip.
All right, brother.
Yeah. All right, let's buy some souvenirs and go home.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Peace.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
And check out Bobby's Pie. I'll do wrap-ups, but check out Bobby's Cast. You know what, dude? The Regs, Bone to Pick, and Bonfire. Damn, bro. How do you have a family? That's crazy what I just said. That was a long thing, and I didn't even get to your dates.
Go to punchup.live
Oh my
/
God.
Robert Kelly. Come see me live.
Yeah, see him live. He's one of the best comics working. Crusher. I mean, I told the MC when we did a show in Miami to pay for it, by the way. This is all in the arm.
I know.
Because we didn't
Thank
want to
you,
come in at
Improv.
night. Thank you, Improv. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Matt.
Cafecito Comedy. Oh, I told the MC, he was like, should I bring you right up? I was like, no. Do 4 minutes. Give me a chance, bro.
First of all, dude, I think right now, in the game, watching you on Sunday night, I know when a guy is the best, you went up and just murdered. Fucking murdered. You can go up after anybody, anywhere, anytime, and it takes 2 seconds, and all of a sudden they're in your vibe, and there's no looking back. I mean, you're murdered. Fucking murdered. You're
Comedy's in a great place.
One of the funniest fucking guys out there right now.
Thanks,
I
brother.
think. I really do, man. I really do. You're fucking unique, funny, and you can tell by your fan base. Your fans are fucking great.
There's a group of us. I tried to do this early on. I was like, I'm going to give you a new hour every year. I won't come back unless I have a new hour. Or if I have to, if I'm getting ready for a special, I'm gonna very well publicize. This is the one you saw a year ago.
Yeah.
This is a lot of that same stuff, but generally a new hour. But what I want is, you're not in this thing of like, I'm gonna fill up a massive place with just my fans. You're taking a chance on me. You're not like, I got to see so-and-so. Sometimes there's shitty comics, but they're very well known for like, you know, TV or podcasts or whatever, and you just want to say I saw them. What we're offering is a great night out.
Yeah.
And you're always gonna have, and I always try to have, like, you bring a date on this, I'm not gonna waste your money.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, we had a lot of laughs with a date, and that was a fucking good time for a reasonable price. I'm not overcharging to, neither are you.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing for a long time. There's a group of comics now who just do that.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's
Yeah,
cool. It's a good
it is
place.
cool,
It's a
yeah.
really good place.
Yeah, it is great. All right.
All right.
Hey,
I'm not doing it, bro.
oh, fuck, I just got caught in the
What,
chair,
what?
too. 1-0. Ah, it's on the record. It's on the record. It's on the record. It's on the. Doom bam boom bam boom ba dum boom 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 ba doom bam ba doom bam boom boom.
What the fuck is that, bro? I got your kid. It was so funny when I got your kid. I was like, Max. He said it, and I was like, and I go, 1-0. He goes, put my father on the phone. He was so mad. All right, shutty shut.
Okay. Addendum.
Addendum?
Yeah, addendum.
Why? Oh, sorry.
I got nabbed.
You got nabbed.
I lost all my Churchills from hotel.
Yeah. There is an
Now, so
embargo.
now there's an embargo.
Yeah, I mean, you are an American citizen.
Damn.
Unbanded.
They were all unbanded.
All you had to do was go,
Thank you.
sorry.
I needed this advice beforehand. If they
I gave
stop
it to you. I did give it to you. I said, take the bands off.
The bands were off.
And I said, tell them they're Nicaraguan at the house.
I don't hear that. I didn't hear that.
I said that. I told you that it was what I was doing.
When did you say that? What's your memory of saying that?
When we were leaving, and I said, I'm taking
When we were
this.
leaving what?
Leaving the casa. 1-0. Sorry. Shouldn't have done that. I should have let you have that one.
Where were we when we were leaving the casa? Where was this?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen?
We talked about it a couple times. We've philosophized about this whole thing over
Taking
and over.
the band off.
Taking the band off.
That wasn't made clear.
From Nicaragua.
I didn't
They can't.
remember.
They're not going to analyze it.
So you have to have the band off. That's all I remember. Like you just have to have the band off.
Have the band off and say.
There was no like.
Well,
there
you
was
can-
no. There was nothing. There was no teaching on what to do if you're stopped. Just you have the band off.
Well, I did say you can say they're from Nicaragua. Because they can't. What are they going to do?
Anyway.
Tests.
One thing they did not take were these records that I got. We got to talk about this. You got yours. That's okay. It's all right. It's 175 plus. It's $120. It's not that. It's the smokes.
They were dog shit.
What? What's dog shit?
1-0. You, the ones you were bringing back. The ones you got suckered for?
No, the 2 5-packs from the hotel, Nacional.
Oh, those are good.
The Churchills.
Oh.
5 Churchills, 5 of the smaller ones.
Yeah. Fuck. Those were delicious. I mean, delicious.
Yeah.
So good.
And we smoked one. I smoked one. All right, I'm just going through it right now.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, these records we got.
I'm probably gonna get mine whacked too.
It won't make me feel better.
If they get whacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll make me feel none better.
I have one. Mine. I got mine through. Do you want? Okay.
Yeah.
You want? No.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This is sad. People have now tuned out for the addendum. Because it's so sad. Say that from Nicaragua. Like, where were you? I was in Cuba. All right, search. You can't have these. There's no like, where are these from?
Those are my personal ones from Nicaragua, sir. What? Okay. Go ahead. This would have been. Do it to me. I'll be the guy. What are these?
Not what are these. He never said what are these.
You can't have these.
Can't have these.
Can't. I'm the guy. You're you. Can't have these.
Why don't you're telling me what to do, but you're being the guy?
Yeah. I'm gonna be the guy. Watch. Just try it. And say the Nicaraguan.
You didn't even admit the guy.
You can't have
You should have
these.
seen the lady. She was such a bitch. She was like, sign here before she was a search. I was like, okay, there's no city on here, sir. How am I going to know where to mail this? Like, okay.
The other guy were commiserating. He was born in Cuba. It's great. Oh, Benny Mora. Oh, I love them.
Let's do the thing. Fucking sidetracked. Can't have these.
They're from Nicaragua.
Go ahead. I swear to God, that's what'll happen.
It's not even that bad. It's $120 worth.
No, dude, if you bought 3
like, those are
boxes or
fakes.
2 boxes, you'd be bumming. If you had 2 boxes of Pollos, you'd be killing
Yeah,
yourself right now.
yeah.
But talk about this. This was a great
So
thing.
I wanted to find a record. I like to find records in places. And, you know, we saw that certain kind of music, and I wanted to get some, maybe, so we're like, there's 2 record shops. Let's go on a trip. Let's walk. Let's find a vinyl store. There was 2. One was later closed, and they were all laughing at us and marking us for death.
Yep.
And then one was like, it should be right here. You're going, you don't know where it is. You don't know where it is, dude.
I don't like that you
"It's
make
not."
me.
I'm just
I was
repeating.
not, but I was not.
You
That.
don't
I
know
go,
where it is, dude.
I,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not.
it's 1 block up here.
There's a difference between you don't know where it is.
You do
You
you.
don't know
Okay,
where
you do
it
you.
is.
You do you.
All right, ready? Dude, you don't know where it is, do you?
Dude, it's a block. It's up here.
Dude, all right.
Just no.
That was
you,
it?
No, you
That was
just
it?
admit it. Just admit you don't
All
know
right,
where
then
it is.
do it again. Do it again. You don't know where it is, do you?
I do. It's a block up.
Just admit it. You don't know. It's all right. I mean, that's better than.
That's better.
This is what you did. You don't know where it. Like a Mickey from Rocky. You don't know where it is, kid.
I didn't do that. Play it back. So we found a place. It was past. It was like, I don't know where it is. Some guy, another
Yeah.
guy's like, where you're from? And like, I don't know. He goes,
They have these people that will.
well, we're in a
I
shitty
got-
neighborhood
you
too.
know,
We're
I
not
got-
even in the hawker neighborhood.
I got whacked today. You know that those flip flops I bought.
Yeah.
I didn't want to buy them.
They whacked you on his flip flops.
I was looking in the window of a store.
First mistake.
Guy goes, well, you need, come with me. He grabbed my hand. He goes, come on, no. Brought me in the store.
This guy's never
Then
haircut.
he took my sock off. He's like, no, you try on. And I go, no. I put it on the bottom. He took, dude, he looks like from The Incredibles. Did I say it too loud?
Yeah.
Did he hear it?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think he heard it, but he didn't know you were referring to him.
What
Because that
is-
guy's never seen The Incredibles because he's never been on a date or had a friend in his life because he looks like he's from The Incredibles.
I disagree. I think he has a lot of dates. It's just not with
He looks like
regular chicks.
he has dates the way Dahmer had dates.
Yeah, exactly. He's had plenty of dates. Dude, this guy took me in, took me by the arm, took me in, took my sock, picked my foot up, and started taking. I go, I got it.
Wow.
And then he put the flip because he wanted me to try the flip flop. I put them on. Then I paid $20 for those flip flops. I just wanted to get out. I'm like, here. I had to go. Then he goes, okay, buddy.
$20 for the flip flops? For novelty Cuba flip flops?
All right. Yes. Does this make you feel better about your cigars?
No.
Yes.
No, I'm not that kind of guy. I was that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy anymore.
All right, well, I'm not.
It's just sad.
Yeah, we don't know you're going. I'm not that guy anymore.
Oh yeah. No, okay, you left that in Cuba.
Oh,
you left that in Cuba.
Oh, you left your guy in Cuba too. You took my headphones. You threw them back in the bucket today, on the plane. You're still that guy.
Oh yeah. So Bobby takes some headphones. It's a 45-minute flight, and so I go. We're in the Miami airport lounge, and I said I didn't want it, and I go. I picked mine up to give back to the guy, but I accidentally picked up 2. I realized I just put it back in. Played perfectly. 7 minutes later, he's like, "Where are my headphones?" I'm like, "They're in the bin." And you're like, "What bin?" I'm like, "The guy had a bin." And you're like, "No, I took one." I'm like, "Yeah." To see it, realize like, "No, I." Fair.
You are.
Yeah.
But we.
So
this
there's some
place.
guy got us and he goes, "Oh, you have Pachigos. You want music?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Come this way."
The Chicos.
It was upstairs in a hovel. But I'm like, no, this isn't it. There was no markings on the outside at all. Halfway up the stairs, there are some records on the wall, like records that say Pachigos.
Yeah, records like they're
Like
scamming
art.
you up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we walked.
I could feel you going, "This isn't right," and I wasn't disagreeing with my feeling. I'm like, this seems. Once I saw the records on the wall, it was like novelty records just on the wall for decoration. I was like, oh, maybe this is it. It's on Google Maps.
We walked up in through somebody's kitchen
In through some-
with a young man that
Maria.
looked like he was going to murder us.
Tengo dos Americanos.
And they walked us through this kitchen, then a weird living room with more records on the wall, and then into a back room,
Sweltering hot.
sweltering hot. And you're sitting there, going through records like
With
you,
a record collection?
like you were at Strawberries.
That was wild.
Buddy, you were like Strawberries Records back in the day, just going through them.
There was no order or anything, just shelf after shelf of these records, and I'm like, I don't even know what to look for.
I'm not even into the record thing. I don't have that. I like records, but not like you. And then I heard a noise come from the corner of the room, and it went.
I was engrossed.
You were on the ground going through fucking.
We were talking. I was trying to with Spanish. I'm like, wait. I wanted Buena Vista Social Club. She goes, and she explained. I think she goes, no, that's just a group that's been going on for generations. There's people who play there. It's not an existing. It's just like a club.
And I was standing in the corner, and
And what was that?
And I shit my pants. I'm like, there's something in the corner in the room. And then I look, and there was a secret room. And I didn't go around. I put my phone around first. And I saw a full-grown hog in their house, dude. Dude, I wanted to go, pig. There's a pig. So bad.
Dude, you just go, hey, go look. And I was like, what? At first I thought, more records. Because we're in a record store. I know it's converted.
It's a record house.
It's a record house. And I mean, okay, first thought was records. Second thought was no records. And then nowhere on my list of possibilities.
It was a full-grown hog?
Yeah, I mean, it was this big, just looking at me all cute.
Buddy.
He's got to be dead by now.
Buddy, he is lunch. He is in a sandwich. They had a little side room.
Play the video.
For the pig. And the pig he had the...
You got video of it.
Buddy, I got video. He had eyes. He looked up at me like, dude, get me out of here.
Your video is you seeing this pig. Please, sir, please. It just goes like this, then comes back to the room, and I'm just like, oh, Mora. Oh, okay. She's playing me records. Dude, she had a record player. She had to it wouldn't start. She had to spin and then go.
Buddy.
And then put the record on.
You were so into this thing, and I'm sitting there going, there's a fucking pig.
I'm like, dude, she's a little chubby.
That wants out of this house. Dude, if you see his eyes, they just went white, like, please get me the fuck out of this.
Please, sir. It was nuts. It was nuts. It was nuts.
It was crazy. It was fucking wild. Number one, that the record store is in somebody's house.
I thought they were going to grab these. I thought I wasn't allowed to have these either. These never should have seen the light of day outside of. This is from. All of them are made in Cuba.
Yeah, because they know you bought them there. People don't travel with old records.
Yeah, but I didn't know what's embargoed and what's not. But
Everything.
From the 60s. Don't even have a date on this before dates.
You know what it is? I think those are from the people.
Guantanamera.
That's it.
Guantanamera. And then the Guantanamera.
Yeah. Those are from the people, and the cigars are to go to the government. The money goes to the government. So cigars.
But they even took my cigar that I got, the little 20 peso one.
Yeah, but the ones you had wrapped up, government. So they don't want you supporting the Cuban government.
Yeah.
That is just people shit, so they don't mind that probably as much.
Right.
That's why if you take...
They looked at the painting too.
They did?
Yeah.
What'd they say? Nice?
He was like, he molded over.
It's beautiful.
Take it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the last night. Bobby got me a painting. Right the next day we went, today.
The last night.
Some guy was painting that exact block.
We went to a drag show the last night.
Guys, remind me, I'll take a picture and I'll upload it for you.
We went to the last night, last spot drag show. They took over the whole block.
We got that though, right?
I don't know. I think we did. Did we?
Singing along with it. You thought I knew Spanish.
A little bit, yeah. Well, anyways, I went there today. Guy was watercolor painting that exact scene.
Take a picture. You can insert.
And I bought it for you today.
And you put in Spanish.
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you for waiting. Yeah. Yeah. And every time you look at that, you remember the last night. And, I should have got you one of security.
Should have got me just a painting that says, say it's from Nicaragua.
But the record store was probably one of the highlights of this
God
trip.
damn, that record store. I can't believe we forgot it. When I was packing, I was like, oh, we didn't even tell them about the record store. That was wild. It was wild. I mean, we're commiserating about music. I'm like, okay, these are good. And she was almost like, before you leave, I want to play you more. I'm not selling them to you. You should know about some more music.
Yeah, she was great.
On an old Vitrola, she ruled.
The
She
place
was so
ruled.
cool. We took a picture of her.
I got that picture too. I
Yeah.
got praying hands.
You got the praying hands.
Yeah.
She was like, and she wasn't even trying to hustle because she goes, this might not be silver. She offered that. She goes,
Yeah.
this might not be silver. I don't know. There's usually markings, so I
Yeah.
don't. It might just be like
Yeah,
metal.
yeah.
Like
it was-
that's pretty honest.
I think it's just metal, but it was
20, 20. Oh, sorry, 10, 10, 5, 5. And I was like, how about 20 for all? She goes, no, you talked her down.
I did.
You bargained.
I did.
You got one from a Vente to a Dia.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I knew she needed money. There's a pig in her house. She needs money to feed that pig.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine living on the was that the second floor or third floor? Second floor?
It was up there. I think third floor.
I think
maybe.
it was third floor.
Yeah.
That means they had to.
Walk the pig up there.
There's.
It wasn't born there.
That means in the middle of the night, her neighbors are like, you'd be sleeping, you're just. I wonder if it has a name.
Yeah. Where's that?
Confiscated.
Guantanamera. That was the song we were trying to remember before.
That's the song, yeah.
The name is Umwerza. Or maybe Senna.
Well, there you go.
All right, well that's it. I have a bad feeling right now because I just got nabbed. I was so confident going through it too.
I'm gonna give you.
It's not bad.
No,
We'll smoke them at your place.
I was gonna
We'll
give
smoke
you.
'em one day.
No, I'm not giving you any cigars. I was gonna give you a hug.
Oh. Fuck.
We'll smoke them. We'll smoke the. I'll save those for you,
I
dude.
got these. No, I didn't get anything through.
You got nothing through?
I mean, it's on air. Doesn't matter.
Oh, we
right?
didn't get. Nobody got anything.
Nobody
nothing.
got anything through.
Well, no one got nothing through,
Damn.
except for those records.
Except for those records. Guys, until next week, this has been You Be Trippin'
You Be
from
Trippin'.
Havana, Cuba.
I mean, what an ep. What a time.
What a time, buddy.
Yeah.
What a time. What a fucking time. Fuck Rick Glassman.
Well, you guys, that's the episode. And what a good one. I'm legitimately forlorn to have returned. I spent the week I got back in America just like at least 3 days. Like legitimately sad. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I came back to the election, but that's not really what it was. It's just like, man, I got to get out of here. I'm sitting on the other wall right now because I'm going to add to the money. I got a Bluey as the guy who confiscated all my. He was cool. That fucking bitch lady next to him wasn't that cool. Demonetized? He called it a Bluey. I don't know who that is. It's 20 pesos. It's 20 pesos. Who was that? Camilo Cienfuegos. And there's the back. I've already got tape on it. Anyway, yeah, the guy he was like, I haven't seen one of these in forever. He was Cuban. He said he was born there. He seemed like he didn't really want to confiscate my shit, but he had to. Putting this up, I think that's a perfect spot for it. Ooh, Cuba, bro. We got this wall growing. You guys, all these places we've been in this podcast, you be tripping. Have you subscribed? I have 2 episodes left for the year. And if I don't get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something drastic. I'm going to end this podcast. That's not true. But let's pretend it is. I'm going to end this podcast. I'm going to take down every old episode. Let's take it to 100,000 subscribers. I'm at 99. I mean, I'm right there. Can you guys just go hit subscribe so I can get over 100,000 subscribers? I know it shouldn't mean anything. It means something to me. I was so close. I was ramp, and then I stopped. Next week is who? Ronnie Chang, a good one. Talking about going to Europe for the first time he's ever been there. Did a bunch of gigs. I can't believe he's never been there. I met him in Melbourne, Australia, Malaysia. He's been everywhere. Singapore. He'll be back. Doesn't like doing podcasts, but he liked doing this one. But man, Bobby, what a trip that was. What a fun trip. Get my hat for this. I mean, I just really felt, you know what? I'll get this hat. This is the one I traded the guy. This is the one I traded the guy at the beach. I gave him my Foundation Cigars hat. He was like, let's cambio. And I was like, okay. Did we talk about this in the podcast? Yeah, he traded me this one. And I was like, okay, well, now it's like a souvenir. No offense, Nicaragua, but I was never going to really wear that high. Brought it to Cuba to leave there because I already have one baseball cap, and that's all I need. Thank you for including that in the package of cigars you sent me, but didn't need it. But it came in handy. Made for a good story. God, that place ruled. It was cheap. Obviously, there's some stuff I would have done differently. I would have gone to Vinales. We had a hurricane. I would have gone to Vinales. And if I knew the hurricane was coming, I would have run to Vinales like right away. I would have gone to Hemingway's Finca right away. Never got to that. That was right in the city. There's things I would have done. But I kind of want to go back now. I want to go back. Don't forget to watch Killbox right now on YouTube. It's just out now. Leave a comment there. Subscribe to Bobby's. I convinced him to fucking put up something just for his stand-up. It's youtube.com/Robert Kelly Comedy. He's going to be appearing. Go to his website, robertkellylive.com. He's going to be in Kansas City, Batavia. This is all in January and then onwards. Levittown, Philadelphia, Uncasville, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Charlotte, San Diego. My special comes out, but go see his special right now. youtube.com/Robert Kelly Comedy. Hit subscribe here first and then go. And if you're on Spotify, I did all those raps. Those were fun. Seeing how many people like this podcast. Let it result in a subscribe. My special is coming out January 14th. Set a reminder in your calendars. And the farewell tour is on sale now at arishaffir.com. Lake Tahoe, Nevada this weekend. This Saturday. It's Friday? 21st. And then next year with Adrian, Pittsburgh, Providence. Without Adrian, Salt Lake City, Brea. With Adrian, Nashville. Without Adrian, San Antonio. Tampa, Denver, with Adrian, Schaumburg, Illinois, Atlanta, Portland, and then San Jose, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and then in April, Seattle. Vancouver's almost sold out. Calgary's almost sold out. Edmonton's almost sold out. And then Anchorage in June, and then the farewell Ferrari tour, where all this will have to come down. Cuba ruled. I really liked it. Would recommend. Do I have a travel tip? I don't know if we did travel tips there. Bring U.S. dollars. We did that. Bring U.S. crisp dollars and some goods for them if they need. We did. I'm remembering that. We did that now. And have a better game plan for lying to them at customs about where you got your cigars. Here's what he didn't tell me. You want unbanded cigars for the reason that you can then say these are not from Cuba. I fucked up. It still bothers me. I wish it didn't. It does. I got a ton of cigars to get through before I leave for my sabbatical, so I don't even need those, but I wanted them. Today's episode is edited by Your Mom's House, produced by Your Mom's House Network. It's edited by Alan Caffey. Ton of pictures in that one, so I'm hoping you guys sent some appreciation in the comments for him, because this one was a hard one. I also had to take out any mention of anybody. I guess I should have told you that in the bumper in the dates. But yeah, this was going to be heavy with deletions because it's illegal. I don't know what all the legalities are. And Kurt Kaz went down there and filmed some hookers, just talking to them, man on the street stuff. Cool. Those I've heard those hookers are doing 15 years in prison. It's just like, damn. So they had to do, Caffey had to do like a real hard job removing any mention of anyone, any place. I don't know what's allowed. Are you allowed to sell records? Are you not? I don't know. Are you allowed to have a peg in your house? I don't know. They did a good job of getting rid of all that. So thank you very much, Caffey. And that's it, guys. Next week, go through Europe with Ronnie Chang. Then the final week of the year is going to be just a wrap-up. Please submit your awards in the comment section of YouTube. The awards: best episode, best guest, best trip. Definitely Harlan Williams could be best trip and best guest. Some guys, great guest, not that great a trip. Some guys, great trip, boring. And any other awards you have, we'll just name them. If you have an award, you're the only one who nominates somebody, they might win an award, which is like furthest away person, trip I'd least want to do myself, Ooh, that's a good one. It may be Duncan for India. No, it might be Louis Katz for India. Duncan seemed like he had a good time. Somalia. It might be Somalia with Tommy Tiernan. Anyway, the Trippy Awards are coming. Get your nominations in, and maybe for the last episode, we'll do that. There's also going to be a wrap-up of all the episodes. So, and everything we did. So, thank you very much, everybody. Until next week. I know this one. Hasta luego. No, it's Cuban. Hasta luego. They do it so fast. They speak so fucking fast. I miss it. Dude, this trip was so cool because it 6 days, right? But it was eventful and in one city only. So we really explored that city. I got lost on my own and stuff, but it gave me the freedom because I was with Bobby and I was kind of the leader in Spanish and stuff. It kind of gave me the feeling of that freedom, and I can't wait for the end of this tour. And my special, January 14th, America's Sweetheart on Netflix. Back on Netflix. All I had to do was prove it with 7 million hits and the comedy special, top 10 comedy special of the last 20 years. And then they were like, maybe. Anyway, you guys, until next week, hasta luego. Europe, then that. Oh, and then next year we got a ton coming. Jim Gaffigan, who is on the Hall of Fame of Traveling Comedians. Bert Kreischer, Tucker Carlson, hopefully Tom Segura. Dude, we got a shit ton. And yeah, subscribe.